Alan, grab me an XLR from that box if you don't mind. Agus fáilte go dtí Park Kisog for the 2024 TUS Senior Hurling Final here between Feakle and Sixmilebridge. It might be 8 days later than we thought. Thankfully, there's no sign of Ashley here this afternoon, but we can very much see a very full-looking Park Kisog here at the moment. Yesterday, people were hiding away from the terraces because of the rain that fell. Thankfully, though, here this afternoon, they're able to go behind either goal. That is because the stand here underneath us, the stand full signs were up early, and on the standing terrace on the far side of the ground, affectionately known as the Shed, that too starting to fill up with the Feakle and Sixmilebridge faithful. Both teams out doing their warm-up. Feakle down here to our left-hand side, and the first victory of the TUS Senior Final went away the Feaklemen in the week leading up to the original fixture when they won the coin toss in Clare Abbey to wear their own kits. So that means Sixmilebridge are in the change strip of all white. It's a commentator's dream, I must tell you. Very easy to see the numbers on the back of both jerseys. Joining me here for the biggest day in Clare Club Hurling, remember, Liam McCarthy is special guest this afternoon. It is the home of the All-Ireland champions. Who will be coming out as champions? That is the big question. Andrew Fahy, any thoughts on it?
Yeah, really looking forward to Derek. I suppose the anticipation around the town there for the last hour or two has been, it's been palpable. And as you said, 8 days later, but what better way to spend the bank holiday Monday? Just looking at both sides, they look very, very comfortable out there. It doesn't look to have had any impact at all in the delay on their preparations. Both teams very, very vocal in their warm up and going through it very, very thoroughly. As you can see, the pitch is small, little bit cut up, but I think once the ball is thrown in, both teams will be just heavily focused on the job in hand.
Yeah, of course, it has taken quite a bit of traffic this weekend between the Shinty, and then we had the ladies and men's double header here yesterday. And of course, today's action, I know the ground staff, David Hoy and his crew, were out here early doors this morning trying to get things back on point. And, I suppose it is the big day. You want it looking in great order, but a lot of work goes into Cusack Park. It's hosting an awful lot of matches this year, which is what we want to see.
Yeah, absolutely, Derek. And full credit to David Hoy, as you said, and his team there. You can see the park. It's we're heading into November, and it still looks very, very good. And we want to see matches played in Cusack Park. So many of our games over the championship have been played in Cusack Park, which is fantastic to see, and that's where you want to play your hurling, So I think it's nearly coming like a second home to most of these teams now, that they've got experience there. So I think it's looking fantastic, and hopefully the billing can live up to it too.
And of course, that sound you hear in the background is the famed St. Patrick's pipe band from Tulla, established in 1936 and lining out here very much a huge part of County Final Day. Let's run you through the teams then, and we start with Feakle, who have Eibhear Quilligan in goal, Killian Ban, Owen Daly and Oisin Clune in the full back line, Con Smith, All-Ireland winning panellist, who wears number 6 jersey. All-star in waiting, Adam Hogan is at 5, with Ronan O'Connor wearing 7. Shane McGrath, top scorer in the championship, arguably the player of the championship. He wears number 8. On 2, he joins him at midfield. Captained by Oisin Donlan, as Val did here in 1988. Indan Noonan wears 11, and Martin Daly is at 12. Inside line shows one change to the match programme. Patrick Daly wears 13. Stephen Conway wearing 17 starts at full forward, with Oisin O'Connor completing the full forward line. For Sixmilebridge, they have been fairly consistent changes throughout the championship in terms of their starting team, and they have something similar this afternoon. We'll name a team, but don't mind the positions because they'll be no more there than we are. Derek Fahy will be in goal, so Colin Flynn, Barry Fitzpatrick and Noel Purcell named in the full back line. Connor Deasy, Paddy Fitzpatrick and Matthew O'Halloran make up the Bridge half back line. Midfield pairing, Shane Amori and David Kennedy. It's Jason Lucknan, the captain Jamie Shanahan and Shane Golden in the half forward line, with an inside line of Brian Corrie, Lockett Fitz and Alex Morey just on the Bridge team then, and there'll be plenty of changes to that. David Kennedy certainly won't be at midfield. He'll go inside, and imagine Jason Lucknan might pop out and they'll shuffle around accordingly.
Yeah, I think the move there, Derek, will be Larkin Fitzpatrick might even come out to half forward, Jason Lucknan to midfield, and Davy Kennedy to play inside. I would reckon that'd be the move. Matthew O'Halloran has obviously started since the Clonlara match, and obviously Noel Purcell possibly brought in there for a little bit of experience, lots of county championship medals, so I suppose it's a day that you possibly need the nice little blend of youth and experience.
We know that Feakle were going to be minus their full-back, of course, Evan McMahon with that knee injury here. He was down there with them just walking around the group there, but Raymond Bann not starting at full forward, Stephen Conway coming in. Now Stephen will provide plenty of danger, but I suppose Raymond, we've seen him in there, he's caused plenty of trouble too.
Yeah, like for Feakle, Raymond Bann has been one of their best goal getters over the years, and look at, I suppose, every team, you don't see them training all of the time, but I suppose you do need a bit of impact coming off the bench on the biggest day of the season. So Raymond he'll be fully focused, and he'll be able to give what he can give when he gets his chance, and I've no doubt he'll be coming into it.
Just watching down here at the moment, referee Joe Mullins from Lara. He is our match official, but just having a chat there with Eivor Quilligan. I'd imagine maybe timing of restarts, Andrew. I suppose you've had that chat with many referees.
Yeah, I personally, I just think he should be let in as quick as you like. Yeah, definitely. Look, Joe will be trying to stamp on his authority very, very fast here on the restarts. I think. Look, the most likely what's happening here is that if they're outside of 21, you can let it go. If it's the score I'm writing it down, you have to wait for the whistle. That's normally the chat the referees give you, so I don't expect it to be much different.
Yeah, he's also having a chat down there. I think is that Stefan that's just talking to him there at the moment, and Tommy Liddy, the management team, just hanging around there as well. So just having a final word, I'd imagine, there with our referee Joe Mullins. Just looking away to our left hand side, the Clare end, as it has been christened here on many occasions by our senior football analyst. But there is a bit of a scrub, as people call it, starting to come in. So I don't think we'll say this entirely bright, shiny sunshine or anything like that. It will make handling conditions difficult. This could be a day, Andy, when we might see 2 or 3, sets of skills needed to win a game.
Yeah, I think, Derek, as I alluded to during the week, I think it's going to come down to possibly free taking, and that ruck ball, you can see, will be very, very important around the breaks, and we know how good Feakle have been on that. Look at the Bridge, have played finals in all conditions, none more so famous than that the monsoon against Kersheen all them years ago. So, the weather conditions, I just think, looking at both teams, they're so focused out there. I don't see, weather even, it could be pouring down on top. I think they're just going to be so focused at this stage. They just want to get going now.
Looking at matchups, then we speculated what might occur in terms of particularly Shane McGrath. Watching him down there, we said he's the top scorer in the championship. 255 for him, 245 I think it is for Alex Morey as well. So they're their own little battle there for that award sponsored by Martin Donnelly. But the matchups, go through them.
Yeah, I think Shane McGrath, I expect it to be Shane Morey. I expect Barry Fitz to possibly tag. If it's Martin Daly that goes inside there, Adam Hogan more than likely to go with Brian Corrie is who I would imagine, and David Kennedy could be a tricky fella. So there's possibly maybe an argument there that potentially Oisin Clune or Killian Bann will go back there. But I think the one that everybody is really looking forward to is that one with Shane McGrath and Shane Amori potentially this afternoon.
And then on the other side of the coin as well, we know that that Bridge inside line, Brian Corrie, has provided plenty of problems. From a Feakle perspective, do they send Adam Hogan marking, or do they tell him stay where you are and let them worry about you?
Yeah, I think Adam gets the job most days of man marking, possibly the most dangerous forward, and look at none more so as he done for Clare earlier on. I don't see it being any different today. He's done it on Shane O'Donnell. He has possibly done it on Tony Kelly and loads of different of the top players. So I do think Adam will get the danger man today, definitely.
Both teams just preparing to come over here for the band. The captains indeed are going over to meet now for the coin toss, and Oisin Donlan and Jamie Shanahan, the two of those, as we say, out there at the moment with Joe Mullins, just getting the picture taken as we look over again to the far side of the ground. I think what you're going to have here, Andrew, is a rocking atmosphere now. While East Clare can be fairly tribal at times, one of their own are here now. It's a fairy tale story. 88, Val, Tommy, all the crew, the parishes around, no more than the Whitegates and Scarrows of the world, they will come in behind them.
Look at it, will, and you can just see the excitement. You can see Feakle flags everywhere here and Feakle jerseys, and you see some, some of the young kids out here today, and they'll be part of the band. But the atmosphere, as I said, in the town, Derek, leading up maybe 2 hours before the game, there was loads and loads of people. But I think with the year that Clare have had in the hurling, Derek, I just think it's a drug now for people. They're literally coming to everything. It could be junior A or anything, and I just think you're going to have huge crowds at matches. And yeah, look at obviously with the East Clare contingent, there will be a big crowd here from that side, most definitely.
And of course, the Bridge, very, very proud tradition, as we know. And I'm just reading a stat there. I think is it 9 of the last 11 titles have been shared between themselves and Ballyea. It's an incredible statistic, really. Some lads going for their 6th medal here, which is scary consistency. I think 6 and 12 if they win it.
Yeah, look at the Bridge. They've been a fantastic ambassador for the county over the years. But like you look at the dominance that they've had and the way they go about their business. And as I said, today will be no different. Like when people turn around and say that the Bridge were finished at the start of the year, you can never write off Sixmilebridge in anything. Whether it's chess, marbles, or literally hurling, you cannot write them off in anything. And today will be no different. And they'll be focused as well.
They're just starting the parade here underneath us in Oisín Donnan and Val, of course, as we say, the captain tradition here in Feakle, and the small lads as well are getting their day out in the sun to march around behind the band. I think it's a lovely thing on county final day.
Yeah, look, it's a memory they'll have forever, Derek. There with Oisín and Eber there with the lads as well. And look at it, it's brilliant to see it as well. And look at it, it's a moment that they'll look back on in years to come, and they'll say that they were there in front of a massive crowd of people now. So absolutely brilliant to see it.
What would your advice be now, Andrew, to these lads walking around? Do you look up into the crowd and try and spot the aunt and the uncle and, the supporter or the neighbour, or do you just maybe look across the line at the fella opposite you? Do you stay staring straight ahead? Like, what goes through your mind when you do this?
I think on this walk, you're in your own routine there. Every one of the 30 players there has their own routine here. There's different methods that they'll go through themselves. Some will be just totally focused. They're getting ready for 3 minutes time for the throw-in. Others will be just getting themselves their final preparation, but I don't think there'll be anybody looking up into the crowd here. They'll be just so focused. And both teams have played in finals, and a lot of those players have played big matches, so I expect it to be a high focus.
Aidan O'Connor is the Sixmilebridge kitman here underneath us. He has the most unique apparel for going around gathering up the slitters. He has a big dustbin and brush, and then a kind of a pull along behind him bucket that he brings with it. He's an amazing character. He does savage work behind the scenes, I know, for Sixmilebridge, and he's just gone into the dressing room here underneath us now with the bucket full of slitters. It's the last day for him. He's well built about it, the choice to play as much as anything else. But just watching that parade going around, I don't know if it's the early mind games or whatever, but there's no order to the Sixmilebridge walkers. If you're from Feakle and you're wondering who's going to play where, you're getting no idea from that parade anyway.
Yeah, that's definitely it. I think it's just I think the Bridge just literally lined up. I was watching that as well, and look, I think from maybe halfway up the field it looks okay, but then maybe there is a little bit of that alright. But I do think they will set up a little bit differently.
Well, as they walk, Paddy Fitz will be at wing back, Shayna will be at centre, and Matthew Holler will be on the other wing. I don't think that's going to be the starting lineup, or maybe it will. Tommy and Stefan will have all the tricks up the sleeve, no doubt about it. And of course, the management team from Feakle, led by one of their greats in the form of Ger Conway, Kieran Cannon, their coach as well, who has put in a huge amount of work. And for them, this is a big moment. I can remember talking to Ger after the semi-final. The fact it's delayed by 8 days, it makes it seem that an eternity altogether since we had that chat that particular day. But the first thing that was in their minds was the community, the people, and Pat Taft actually said something similar about Tuther, that what we have and all we have is hurling. That's what it means to us.
Absolutely, and they're such a proud club. As I said, that since they've came back up, Derek, out of intermediate, the second time round, they have beaten nearly all of the big teams here. So they're such a proud club. The players that have gone before, most of them, their fathers, as I saw in one of the interviews, have probably played in their last final. So, you can imagine what a day it is for those players out there from Feakle, to say, look, that I did it, I'm trying to go out there and make my family proud, my community proud. That's what it is in smaller communities, Derek. It is the religion out there that literally just keeps it going, and it's in schools, it's in the hub, and it's all of that. So it's a fantastic day for all teams to get their day and probably find that.
And of course, while the centrepiece here is the Twos Clare Senior Hurling Final, the big news as well in Clare GA circles breaking last night. The new senior football manager coming up from Kerry down Killarglen direction, I think, in the form of Peter Keane. I know he's an owner of a Super Value down that direction as well, and he's got a good few friends in that circle up around this particular county as well. So no details yet of his backroom team. We do expect that to be known at the November meeting of Clare GA. He was here yesterday, Peter, so that set the tongues wagging. And then the press release came out last night that he takes over from Mark Fitzgerald. So Kerry back to back in the form of trying to take over from Colin Collins. Not an easy job to do. So once we have details of that backroom team, we will bring all that to you as well here on Clare FM. Right now, they are making their way over here in front of us, Feakle and the Bridge marching, and this is always the other bit of a mind game. Who'll break first? Like, who says that we stuck it out right to the end? And both are doing that right now at the moment. Joe Mullins just backing away here underneath us, and John Buckler and Aaron Hogg outside there as well, just making sure. There's a lot of talking going on, I have to say, between the officials and the backroom teams as to who can go where with the hurleys and the water and all the rest of it. So everybody just making sure everything is where it should be. Right now, though, Feakle have broken away first, going through their last bit of a warm-up here to our left-hand side. And we'll very, very shortly be here the playing of our Navian underneath us. Pepper's Bar and Restaurant in Feakle are our commentary sponsors. And I'm also told and delighted to say that the great man himself, Father Harry Bowen, links and connections to both these great parishes, of course. We're told he's tuned into us this afternoon. He didn't get the green cert to head along to Cusack Park this afternoon. But Father Harry, we hope you're well. We're thinking of you. You're a mighty man. You inspired a lot of hurling in this county. So we're delighted to have you as one of our listeners here on the biggest day of all. And very shortly we'll hear the national anthem. But a word on Father Harry Bowen. Are there enough words in English dictionary to have it for him?
No, look, it's great. It's great that he's tuned in, and I know he's torn possibly today, but his heart is most definitely with Feakle, I would imagine, today. And what he has done for both clubs and the county, is fantastic. And anytime you hear him speak, Derek, it's so motivating to see what he says. And he's an absolute credit to the game in Clare, and I hope he enjoys the game today.
Absolutely. So I suppose either way, Father Harry, you'll be a winner. Depends whether it is the home parish or the adopted one, but either way, Feakle and Sixmilebridge pausing for our Navian. If you're lucky enough to have hairs at the back of your neck, they will be standing after that. There is no better sound than our Navian live before a county final, the Twos County Hurling Final here in Cusack Park this afternoon. And just looking at it, it looks like Sixmilebridge are going to be defending the Clyster goal away to our left-hand side. Eibhear Quilligan heading down to the old scoreboard end, passing out his All-Ireland winning teammate Shane O'Morey as he does, goes way down. David Kennedy, as expected, goes into the top of the left position. Jamie Shanahan's here in front of us as well. He's going to hold that 11. Shane O'Morey is going right the way back towards that half-back line. And where's he going to end up? At the front of Shane McGrath.
Yeah, look, it's exciting now, and look, we're getting ready for a great game. It is the matchup we thought it was going to happen, and just elsewhere looking around, Adam Hogan is minding the square on Alex Morey, and it looks like Killian Ban has picked up Brian Curry and Oisin Clune on Davy Kennedy. There looks to be the switches at the minute.
Ball is in. Joe Mullins has got the 2024 Two Senior Hurling Final underway. Craven Clare 2024 printed on the pitch between the two 65-metre lines, and the ball hasn't moved from it just yet. Now it has, and it's Feakle who come away with a nice little pop pass there from Ronan O'Connor. Didn't go to Hando, and interrupted it was by Noel Purcell. Good pressure put on him, but Conor Deasy, first man to clear the lines right down here in front of us, but it is tidied up inside that Feakle half-back line. Nice little short ball across. Out it comes. That is Oisin Donlan, the captain, launches it in there towards Martin Daly, right inside inside in that full forward line. Ball breaking around. Could be an early opportunity here for Oisin O'Connor. Great save, Derek Fahey. Where's the follow-up going to go? The ball is right on the 13-metre line. O'Connor's inside there as well. Great save from Derek Fahey from the initial opportunity. The ball's still there to be cleared, and it is. Connor Deasy is the man that is going to bring it away. Connor Deasy bringing the ball away down the far side of the pitch, and it's just launched way down there by Shane Golden, dropping it down once again. But it's the Feakle men carrying it clear up towards that halfway line. Goes Killian Bang. Good hands from him. Good hands early doors. Out to Patrick Daly. Far side of the ground. Ball there to be won. It's again Joe Mullins looking on. Aaron Hogg, as we say, linesman at the far side of the pitch. And again, Feakle tacking down that right-hand channel. And Purcell inside trying to put in the hit. They're all working deep back there. These ruck balls that we spoke about. It's Martin Daly that comes away with it for the Feakle men again. In along the inline. What a challenge there from Barry Fitzpatrick. Got the stick in just at the right time to interrupt the play. The bridge work it out towards Paddy Fitz. We have a minute and a half gone on the clock. 2 early goal chances here for Feakle. They must be smelling blood early, and they still have it over in the far corner once again. But it's Paddy Fitz that breaks it up, and this time Sixmilebridge can clear their lines, and something you don't see too often, a Sixmilebridge man kicking the ball, and it ends up in the hands of Shane McGrath just here in the 45, loses his footing. Himself and Shane Amori doing their best dancing on ice impressions here in Park Isog this afternoon. Ball still not moving. Joe Mullins put the hands up to the eyes. Now it's out here to Shane McGrath. Gives it to Owen Toohey from 60 metres out. He splits the post and roars as he does. It's been a frantic opening 2 minutes, and Feakle have got us off the mark.
Unbelievable piece of play, Derek. But just to go back to Barry Fitzpatrick, what a tackle. Martin Daly goal bound. 2 really good attacks so far from Feakle. Just very interesting looking at Killian Band's position. He's minding the right flank, very much on the space in front of David Kennedy. Whether that's a tactic they've started with, just very interesting to see.
Great hands from Larkin Fitzpatrick to win the puck out. We've seen him do that so many times in this championship, and then foul, just lost his footing as he did. So it's going to be a free and a first opportunity for Alex Morey to eat into that bit of a lead that he's currently holding at the moment. It's Shane McGrath, as we said, 255, 245 for Alex Morey. So we'll have to just wait and see how this one ends up. Alex here right underneath us. John Bugler of Whitegate fame is the linesman, just making sure that this free should be taken from the correct position. It's exactly midway between the two 65-metre lines. Alex Morey maybe 15 yards in from this near sideline, looking at the Aldi end here of Park Isog, striking it left-handed. We have a great view of the trajectory on this, and it is absolutely spot on the money. Alex Morey with the opening point of the game for the Bridge, 1-1 with 3 minutes played.
He does, he's a very, very established free taker, but just very interesting to see the Bridge is set up here. It's gone with 2 inside. They're offering up the puck out. They seem to be just trying to block off as much space as they possibly can here in front of Shane McGrath. So just very interesting to see what Feakle do now.
Ever Quilligan launches this ball right down in the direction there of Daly, and Stevie Conway's hanging around there as well. Great paw up into the air that's taken down by Martin Daly, and it's put straight between the posts. It's simple enough when you want it to be. Put the big man on the verge of the square, put the smaller lads around him if they need him. But what a point for Martin Daly, just launched by Ever into his hand. 2 points to 1, Feakle lead.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. Will the Bridge shove up a little bit more, because that's what Feakle have. They've got that aerial ability at that end of the field, so maybe you don't want your full back line under that much pressure.
Puck out going long, it eventually squirms through to Brian Curry again. Underfoot conditions proving nice and tricky, and because of that he just took a little bit too much out of the ball. That's going to take lads a while to get used to here.
Yeah, that's it. It's slippy underfoot conditions as well, but Brian Curry made a really, really good one, but the swarm was really, really good from the Feakle lads, and I think Ever now, he might have the distance of this one. He'll definitely fancy a shot.
He is just behind the 45-metre line on his own side of the pitch. Again, John Bugler just telling him that's where the ball has to be hit from. Don't be trying to buy yards from me. The Templemore training coming out in John Bugler here underneath us. Ever Quilligan with the ball, the yellow helmet, the All-Ireland winning goalkeeper. Up to the 45, he comes with it, strikes it long. It's not going to have the distance, but it is going in around the house once again. Daly goes up with the hand. It breaks down behind him. Sixmilebridge have a little bit of defending to do here, and they've done it. Tidy little stick work there from Colm Flynn. A cornerback, you'd tell him just get the ball away from danger. That's exactly what he did. But those long deliveries are causing consternation in that Sixmilebridge full back line.
It is because of Martin Daly, and I suppose with Oisin O'Connor, it's like Tasha Kinkeegan potentially in there from the old days. Like it's very, very tricky for the Bridge to figure out, do we contest on the initial ball, or do we, when it comes to ground, do we try and dispossess then? So I'm just looking at the last couple of deliveries that's gone in, that has been the case, because there's been a couple of squeaks of a goal chances for Feakle there, and when you have a target man in there, the options are endless.
They certainly are, and they are too now for Shane McGrath, though the only option he'll want is to send that ball flying over the black spot at the Cloister end. At the moment, it is Feakle leading 2 points to 1. 5.5 minutes gone here in Parkes Oak. Peppers Bar and Restaurant, our commentary sponsors. We'll also have our Patrick Burke menswear man of the match selection by Andrew a little bit later on. Shane McGrath will surely feature in that, and he's got his bid for it off to the perfect start. First place ball for him from that 65-metre free. Shane McGrath, 3 points to 1 is Feakle in front.
Yeah, look at it. Very, very lively start from Feakle. They'll be very, very happy with their start for the Bridge now. Probably just need to get a little bit of energy into their game to see can they break down this play a little bit more.
Brilliant puck out from Derek Fahey down here to Larkin Fitzpatrick, but just stepped out over the sideline. It's been contested, but in fairness, he did. Just the momentum brought him out, but like not for the first time. I think he's been exceptional this year in goals, Derek Fahey. His puck outs are just absolutely radar, laser-like with the way they cut through the air.
Yeah, look at Derek has a wide range of skills. He could play soccer. He could, he just has a massive range of skills. And look at, he's a very experienced goalie, as you said there. I think he might even have 6 championship medals. So, there's loads of experience, and he's bringing his game to new levels each year, which is a very, very good sign of a player.
On two, he gets a brilliant connection there on that line ball, and once again, but it's Matthew O'Halloran going back to tidy it up. One of the young brigade here for the Sixmilebridge men, of course, as the saying goes, he didn't lick it off a stone. His father wasn't a bad man either, the great Mike. Off we go now once again here. Shane O'Morey gets the hand pass away out. Here it comes to Connor Deasy, right hand side of the pitch. Great challenge put in there by Con Smith, just fumbling the ball as he tries to pick it up, and in fairness, that is brilliant work right there from Deasy. A little slap of the hurley off the ground from Con Smith in frustration as much as anything else, but forwards hassling, and backs don't like it.
Yeah, just to go back to Con, the touch was brilliant because Shane O'Morey had broke the line and Connor Deasy. It was just a great piece of defending to gain possession back. Just unlucky that he didn't get it first time. It just went towards the sideline.
It'll be a line ball here to be taken by Jamie Shanahan. Don't rule anything in or out with this one. He's just directing somebody to get around the square. David Kennedy was going to be the target. It was also going across there towards Shane Golden, but eventually Killian Ban is the man that tidies it up. Gets the hand pass back here to Ever Quilligan. Nice little 1-2. And now suddenly Ban has a bit of space and time on the far side of the ground. Plays it into the centre. That is Ronan O'Connor taking it past the 45-metre line. Gets the hand pass away once again. Smith continues to run right through the middle. Gets the call behind him off the shoulder. Nice working from a Feakle point of view, bringing it up that far side of the ground, and Con Smith has to go in to try and tidy things up once again, striking from the far sideline. The hands go up in the air to see that follow the ball, but it's Derek Fahey who follows it best of all and takes it down from underneath the crossbar, revs up here to the 21-metre line and lashes it away down the pitch. Oh, Brian Curry handling absolutely exceptional. Finish over the shoulder. That is a score of real quality from Brian Curry, but what about the ball down to him once again? Curry handling brilliant. Finish unbelievable. Assist top drawer.
Absolutely, and look, Feakle's play was absolutely brilliant up along. Just needed that ball to go dead. You can just see what happens when these goalkeepers in particular get that ball shot. They can hurt you so bad. Very, very good score from Brian Curry.
Killian Ban now has seen enough. He's decided to drive forward from the right corner back position, has a shot at the posts, and it's gone between them. 'Twas worth the journey up. Lovely little hand pass off to the side from Patrick Daly to find him. It's been a very, very good opening 8.5 minutes here in Parkes Oak, where Feakle lead by 4 points to 2.
Yeah, but Derek, I've just been watching Killian Ban. He's literally minding the right side of the field the whole time, and he's been pretty much unopposed. So the Bridge are kind of offering up that side of the field, whether it's a tactic or not, but they can't afford for him to be getting up the field with that amount of ball, and he's actually beginning to hurt them now.
Paddy Fitzpatrick in between the two 65s thought about the shot, but then somebody told him Shane McGrath was lurking around, so he has to give it to Shane Golden. He drives it down. Adam Hogan reads it like a book, gets the hand pass away out to Oisin Donlan. He transfers it to Shane McGrath. Over there with him is Shane Golden. McGrath again, though, a lovely angle ball. It's a dangerous ball. Lovely touch from Martin Daly. Could it be the goal? Oh, brilliant save, Fahey once again. Stevie Conway, they were all lurking around inside there. What a touch from Daly just to bring it down in front of him. Oisin O'Connor was hanging around there too. Derek Fahey comes out. He's been fouled. That Bridge goal is under a bit of pressure, but your man between the posts is not for passing just yet. But what about the touch? The one-handed hurl up in the air there from Martin Daly, and he just to touch it down. The two boys hanging around, but Fahey standing firm.
Absolutely, and look at it, it is Pearl Harbor. They're just bombing the ball in around the middle of the D there, and it is causing consternation. So they've got away with 2 or 3 of them now, but I think the Bridge are going to have to put the pressure on Derek at the other end of the field. Feakle's build play is really, really good, and they're getting ample time to hit that ball in high. It's only a matter of time before it pays off, and it only needs to pay off once.
Just watch it there, Barry Fitzpatrick and Martin Daly, both with their hands to the back of their heads trying to refill the lungs. They have seen as much action as anybody in these opening, 10 minutes gone. It's flown the first half of this two senior hurling final where we say Feakle lead 4 points to 2. Derek Fahey with the free from his own 21. It's below the other 21 right now. It's gone a bit further indeed as well. Breaking ball coming down. Brian Corrie trying. David Kennedy. Oh, brilliant save at his near post from Ever Quilligan. But where's the break going to go? The ruck develops right in front of the umpire, and it is Feakle coming away with it, and they're going to get their free out. But the first ball inside around that danger zone that was handled inside. David Kennedy with a little snapshot from the angle. Ever defended the near post well and eventually won the free out.
Yeah, like this is the thing, Derek. You can see that there is a pattern here, and that ball goes in very, very high now. It is causing a bit of damage for both teams. That's the first sign of the bridge. So it might look like, but these are possibly the conditions where you want to play that bit more direct, get that ball up around where your forwards are, try and put the pressure on the opposition in particular in these areas.
Ever Quilligan with the free. Derek Fahey from a similar position just a while ago. This time though, Ever dropping it down. Paddy Fitzpatrick's hand goes up. The ball drops to the ground, but they should have possession of it. Sixmilebridge, I say should, because again the work rate comes in. Shane McGrath is there right in the middle of it. Stevie Conway's there as well. The ball once again just mired here. Probably the heaviest part of the pitch actually is right now where the ball is, but it's in the hands of Ron O'Connor. Out here to Owen Toohey. Brilliant block down by Jamie Shanahan here. It will be a line ball, but you spoke about it during the week. Those ruck balls, the amount of work that they're having to do to secure possession, because I think the ball is getting stuck in the ground a little bit.
Well, that's it, Derek, and it's literally, my advice would be, is the minute that it's there, just flick it out, get it out where your players are, but you literally cannot afford to literally be in there too often, because there's bodies committing everywhere to it. Great block there as well from Jamie Shanahan.
Line ball to be taken short into the hands of Shane McGrath. Pops it back here to Oisin Donlan from a very tight angle. There's a gorgeous trajectory on that one, and it's gone between the posts. That's an excellent score. Born of simplicity. Nice little 1-2 from the line ball into Shane McGrath. Back to Oisin. Just stood and struck it. Lovely arc on it. Feakle lead 5-2.
Really, really economical, Derek. They're really using the ball well. 5 shots, 5 points. You can't ask any more of a team like that. Just be very interesting to see what the bridge response is going to be like now.
Derek Fahey trying the other side of the pitch with his puck out. It's down on top of Adam Hogan. The ball breaks down behind him. David Kennedy, Brian Corrie. That's the danger man inside. Corrie is the man that comes out and picks it up. Gets the call behind him from Jamie Shanahan. He needs absolutely minimal time to get the shot away, but this time it's just off target. It goes right and wide. It stays 5 points to 2, but that's what Jamie Shanahan gives you, that quarterback role anywhere between the 65 and 45 metre lines. Again, puck out here to this near side of the pitch, trying to come onto it there at the moment. That was a chop, was it? Yeah, you could hear it here right underneath us. It's going to be a free into Feakle, who arguably have settled better in this final.
Yeah, most definitely. I think, for the tackling today, Derek, any contact with timber at all is literally going to be a free. So it's with the amount of rucks, it is so easy to get drawn into maybe just leaving your hurley in. But I just think they've got to be so disciplined like that, especially with a free taker like Shane McGrath and obviously Alex Murray on the other side. But needless frees in days like this. You don't want your free taker chalking up unnecessary ones if you're the opposition.
Just watching there, the Feakle towel carrier come in to dry the ball, and John Bugler was watching to make sure it's the same ball that came out of the towel as went into it, and it certainly was. That mist now has started to descend here on Cusack Park. We can see a few umbrellas going up in the terrace. We can also see the ball flying straight between the posts at that end of the field. That's Shane McGrath's second of the afternoon, and Feakle have opened up a 4-point lead, 6-2 after 14 minutes.
Full value for it, Derek. You look at it, and in particular, they're playing really, really comfortably. The bridge just, it's just not flowing for them, but the amount of bodies that they're committing in through the area there is brilliant. And they're winning a lot of those breaks. Another ruck potentially here now.
Yeah, Lorcan Fitzpatrick is the sole bridgeman there at the moment, but Brian Corrie comes in to help him out, and again can't pick it cleanly first time, but it's Ronan O'Connor that manages to do just that. And now it is Feakle bursting clear down this left hand side of the pitch. The hand pass just didn't go anywhere near its intended target, and sliding along the ground and absolutely destroying himself there was Ronan O'Connor. Just a loose pass out. I don't know, was it a mix up in communication or whatever it was, but just the first little bit of that we have seen from Feakle.
Yeah, Stephen Conway had loads of room in front of him. I'm not so sure did he think that there was pressure coming behind him, but he definitely could have taken on that ball and got a ball in around Martin Daly. So just interesting to see now.
Feakle, though, have retained possession as a rainbow appears, and I think it might even be landing here in the middle of the park this afternoon. That's developing here overhead. It's Paddy Fitzpatrick, though, coming away with the ball. Paddy just held up there by Oisin O'Connor. That missed, as we say, has certainly arrived and is coming in here as far as us as well, so we'll take a little step back from it. We don't need to be getting too wet here too early on. Derek Fahey with the free for Sixmilebridge, just behind his own 45-metre line. We've exactly 15 minutes played here in the opening half of the two senior hurling final. Peppers Bar and Restaurant are our commentary sponsors. Gary and all the crew out in Feakle, they'll be hoping for a good night. They'll have a good night regardless, but it would be epic altogether from their point of view if Canon Hamilton was the guest of honour. Derek Fahey, again, just coming to strike this now behind his own 45-metre line. It's a double rainbow, in fact, in Cusack Park. The ball is dropping inside. Ever Quilligan does really well to hold on to them. Might have been going wide, but he made sure it wasn't going to be a dangerous one. Ban, once again, down the line towards Oisin Dunn, and he has popped up on every wing that there can be here, and he's on the ball now right through the central channel. Shortens up the grip. Lovely ball towards Shane McGrath. Turns it around the corner. Picks it up. Little bit of space for him to go. Slips it off outside him towards Stevie Conway. It's starting to open up. He's on the 21. Stevie still goes through. The ball just goes to the ground. Now the goal chance is gone. Can he pinch the point? He does. It opened up in front of him, and in fairness, clever play. Once it was gone, he turned and made sure the attack would finish with a score. Great acceleration, though, from Shane McGrath to open things up. 7-2, Feakle lead.
Yeah, look, and you just see again that when that ball drops short to either of these two goalkeepers, they get a chance to build a play and recycle it. You can just see the attacks then that can come from it. So they have to make sure that these balls go dead.
Matthew O'Halloran trying to play this ball into the corner, out it goes, and this is the first opportunity now for Alex Morey, being tracked there by Adam Hogan. Pick up one, doesn't work, and Hogan goes in just to interrupt it, but the Bridge hold on to it. It's Brian Curry just setting the feet around onto the 21-metre line, very, very close to the sideline. Now plays it all the way across. That's a brilliant ball to open up the defence. Out to goes towards Shane Golden, and he pinches the point, and one that the Bridge needed just to keep in touch. Brilliant vision from Brian Curry. Lovely ball across to Golden, and a tidy finish.
Yeah, really cool play from Brian Curry. Really, really cool play. Just looking at the +1 back here for Sixmilebridge. They're trying to go zonal, but Ever is trying to find that pockets of room on the 10 and 12 channel. It's just very interesting to see. The Bridge are doing their best to close off those pockets.
Quilligan goes long and direct right down the centre, decides he's going to just put it down and see who's going to come onto it. It's Paddy Fitzpatrick, none better than him to do just that, but the hand pass gets away from him. It has to be tidied up, and it is out here towards Larkin Fitzpatrick. Now Shane O'Morey, down the line he goes again. A lovely angle crossfield ball. Now somebody has to be working off this break. Adam Hogan reads it best, lets it go behind him, goes back and picks it up, gets the call from Aver, and he will come out here to his left hand side. Down the middle it comes towards Ronan O'Connor. Hard to spot the number 7 on his back because he's destroyed with the dirt here underneath us from he went on that last sliding tackle. Angle ball across. Paddy Fitz versus Shane McGrath. That is certainly a mismatch in terms of height and physicality, but you'd never think it with McGrath. Really clever play. Made sure the referee could see he was being held. Then just to add it in, went down trying to pick up the ball. Knew he wouldn't get it. Paddy's momentum was going to carry him out over. Free again for Feakle.
Really, Derek, very impressed with Feakle's build-up play. It's so assured, they're sharp passing, and it's always on the front foot. Very, very impressive start from Feakle. You know, they've had 7 shots, 7 points. You know, you can't argue with it. It's 100% efficient, and it's just that if that ball goes in here to their backs, they look very, very comfortable coming out with it. So the Bridge are going to have to possibly change tack a little bit in order to get a bit of success somewhere, I think.
Free for Shane McGrath on the far side of the ground, just about 40 metres or so out from the post. Very, very close to the sideline, maybe 7 or 8 yards in from it. But he won't mind. He'll place the ball down. He'll be on a good side to get the angle that he wants on it. He'll start it out, I'd imagine, slightly inside that right hand upright. It'll trail across then to the left. So Shane McGrath, his side currently leading by 7 points to 3. He does exactly that. The radar with this man is very rarely off, and today he's got his third. He is angling towards that top score reward as well. As we said, 8 points to 3. It's a 5-point gap with 19 minutes played.
Yeah, look at it in full value. Feakle are full value. They've set better. You know, they're bringing the fight to Sixmilebridge. Sixmilebridge are just finding it a little bit hard to gain that little bit of possession down the field. They're having to go back a bit as well. It's not.
Yeah, Jason Loughnane just kind of getting caught in possession there. He couldn't catch it a third time, so he was juggling it about on the hurley, and eventually it fell to the ground. And now the bit of an injection of pace comes between Shayna and Paddy Fitzpatrick. Paddy just stumbling there as he almost lost his footing. Instead, it's just lofted in towards the danger man there. Touchdown by Kennedy to Curry. He's got a man steaming off the shoulder. That man is Matthew O'Halloran. Matthew O'Halloran's the 21-metre line, and he was hooked. Brilliant defending back there by Feakle. The sting completely taken out of it before it got as far as Ever Ever Quinnigan, who was challenged on the way out, but that's the first incisive run we've seen from a Sixmilebridge point of view. Matthew O'Halloran going through, but brilliant defending just to put him off.
Yeah, look, a really good run from Matthew O'Halloran. He'd be very disappointed when he looks back at it now. There was 2 options to his right there, and he probably needed to give it David Kennedy. David Kennedy and Brian Corrie were the 2 options. Great hook from the Feakle defence, but a chance possibly gone for Sixmilebridge to get themselves right back in here.
And a yellow card for David Kennedy to add insult to injury as well, because of the challenge on Aver there as he was coming out. So the scoreline remains with, looking at the clock, we've 20 minutes exactly played. It's 8 points for Feakle, 3 for Sixmilebridge. Remember, 1988, the last time Feakle brought the cannon out past the East Clare roundabout, and indeed 2020 for Sixmilebridge. A mini famine for them, given the success they've had, as we said, but for Feakle, my God, the hunger has been building for quite some time. Ever Quinnigan has the ball just outside his own 21 metre line. Again, we're looking down the pitch here. Martin Daly, Stevie Conway, Oisin O'Connor, they're all inside that 21 metre line. McGrath now goes to the right wing. Is that just to take Shane O'Morey out of play as much as anything else here? Because Ever goes to the opposite side, drops it right down onto the 21 metre line. Up they go for it. Ball broken down in front of him there by Oisin Donnan. Can he get the swing? How are the wrists? Just left and wide. Just left and wide. The umpire was strolling out. He was just waiting for confirmation from his buddy at the other post. But again, that long ball, breaking ball, Feakle are absolutely on top.
Really are. Shane McGrath made a great decoy run out there, but Martin Daly is definitely their focal point inside, and players like Oisin Donlan really coming onto it.
Measured ball there from Derek Fahey, didn't quite work out, and it's Stevie Conway that picks it up, just got caught in possession there. Great work from Larkin Fitzpatrick down to Conor Deasy. A low ball here now right in front of us to Brian Corrie. Touch once again, absolutely immaculate. Off down the line he goes, tracked there by Owen Daly, loses his footing, gets back up onto his feet, sends the ball in, but that one is going to tail to the right hand side and wide, and Brian just hits a slap at the boss of the hurley. But in fairness to him, like, his feet are electric.
Absolutely, and he's been the Bridge's most potent player so far, Derek, and he's playing a really, really good game. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to isolate him in there. You can see a lot of ball going towards him. They just need to get themselves into the match now.
Larkin Fitzpatrick trying to do that with a shot from distance that's gone between the posts. That's a really, really good score. It was broken down in front of him, and he was quickest to react and put it straight between the posts for his first point of the afternoon. So 1 for Brian Corrie, 1 for Larkin Fitzpatrick, 1 for Alex Morey, and 1 for Shane Golden, making it up. It's double scores in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, 8 points to 4 with 22 minutes gone.
Yeah, really good score from Larkin Fitzpatrick. Just got on the break of the puck out. The Bridge needed that because they were just struggling a little bit for the energy. Feakle have been really, really economical here, and Stevie Conway on the ball.
Yeah, to break clear from the tackle, pops it over the top. Oisin O'Connor is in. Can he get the finish? He's pulled back. It's gone wide. But we're going to come back now. Was he inside? That's the big question. From up here, it looks like he was. We have a replay here behind us. In fairness, though, we might stay away from it because Joe Mullins doesn't have the luxury of that here. We have VAR, or GAR as they're starting to call it here as well. Now he's going in to have a chat with his umpires. From where you were standing, Andy, what did you think?
Yeah, like I thought the initial here, like just here, I thought the initial one was definitely inside the 14. So just going to be very interested to see. It looks like it's going to be a penalty from my viewing of it here anyway.
Yeah, Joe Mullins is coming out to take a name into the little black book as well, and it's a penalty for Feakle. What a moment this could be for them in this contest, and it's at the same end that we had the penalty shootout as well with Aina Kilnamona and Sixmilebridge. So Derek Fahey well versed in facing them down. It'll be Shane McGrath, the man that's going to take it, and 8 points to 4 right now. Huge moment in the game. 23.5 minutes gone in this opening half. Cloister end of Páirc Uí Chaoimh, Shane McGrath in Derek Fahey. 2 senior hurling final. Penalty. Brilliant run. Stevie Conway popping it over the top. Oisin O'Connor just pulled back as he was going to pull the trigger. That's what has led to the penalty. McGrath versus Fahey. Feakle versus the Bridge. Brilliant save from Derek Fahey, and he flicks the ball clear as well up over the head. Outstanding cool Barria. Threw it down Garnick. Derek Fahey will stay with him. He's still going down the far touchline. Now he leathers the ball way down the pitch. It's dropping right into the danger zone. Right behind him it goes. Ever Quilligan has to be alert. Out he comes. Ball squirms across the line and just flicked out by Shane Golden. It just goes right and wide. It has been an immense 90 seconds or so here. Tempers flaring away to our right hand side. But let's go back to the save, Andy. What a brilliant. Derek Fahey got right across. It was a brilliant penalty. Got got right across, saved it, flicked it back around him, and then goes off and clears it down the field.
An incredible 90 seconds. Shane McGrath, arguably the most potent striker in the championship, against the goalie, is renowned for making saves. But the attack went down the other end. Phenomenal save from Faye, and equally down the scrambled defence from Adam Hogan and Owen Daly down here at this end. It's possibly the injection the game now needed, and the next 5-6 minutes just very interesting. The Bridge starting to find a bit of momentum now.
Puck out from Everquilligan. There's a change. Injury enforced on the Sixmilebridge team. Cayman Murray has replaced Connor Deasy. So I just saw Connor coming off here underneath us, and he was kind of limping as he did. So obviously that is a change that they were forced into making. But Cayman Murray certainly will not weaken that Sixmilebridge forward line one little bit, but it will mean a little bit of a reshuffle. Shane Murray with the line ball here underneath us. Gets a great connection on it as well. Lovely ball looking for the run of David Kennedy. He's being tracked outside there by Oisin Clooney. Has the ball. Kicks in along to the 13-metre line. Gets it back here to Brian Curry. Goes into contact. Flicks it back to Kennedy once again. Great move. Great score. Brilliant from Sixmilebridge. All created. Brilliant work from the two lads inside that we've been talking about all afternoon. Brian Curry and David Kennedy linking up as they now make it a 3-point game.
Yeah, the line ball from Shane Murray, Derek. I have to look the double up on this side between Curry and Kennedy. Straight line ball down. Really good feet work to take them on. Simple score. Bridge now back in the match.
Long puck out over towards Stevie Conway. Just breaks in behind him, and coming onto it is Inda Noonan. Maybe Feakle needs to get him a little bit more involved in the game, given the physicality he can bring to it. Paddy Fitzpatrick with the ball. The heavy miss now is coming in over the De Valera courthouse, over in the distance. Long ball, it goes to Killian Ban. Nice little hand pass across to Con Smith. Shortens the grip. In it comes to Ronan O'Connor. Looks up, sends it down the line once again. He was intended target was Stevie Conway on that occasion, but it's worked out because it's on to he now cutting in along off the right hand side, blocked down there by the hard working Jamie Shanahan. Martin Daly trying to get it. Barry Fitzpatrick back there too, and it is Daly that has got it up, gets the call behind him from Oisin Donlan, but again the ball blocked down. Paddy Fitz has it, left corner back position, plays it all the way across towards Jamie Shanahan. Again, brilliant work rate over there from Martin Daly, just to make sure that we will have to restart with a puck out. We might be short on scores, maybe 8 points to 5, but certainly work rate, intensity and effort is off the charts.
Absolutely unbelievable stuff there, and a couple of air blocks there, in the noon, and got himself into a really good position. Both teams are defending really, really well now. It isn't easy in the conditions, but they're giving it absolutely everything, and one real key battle here we're seeing is most definitely Martin Daly and Barry Fitzpatrick. Barry Fitzpatrick is having a really, really good battle in there with him. So there's where the contest is at the minute.
Ball now at the minute is between the 65 and 45 at the Sixmilebridge attacking end of the pitch as the mist again develops. First opportunity since he came in here for Cayman Murray. Ball though just going to the right hand side and wide, and for all the wides and all the missed opportunities, there's still just 3 between them. That as we call it, that one puck of a ball, that 3 points. If it beat Everquilligan in the goal, we'd have it all level. What a brilliant 90 seconds, as we said, we had there, with the penalty being saved and then the scramble blow at the other end. And Aver now with the puck out coming to this side of the pitch, the mist getting heavier, visibility getting that little bit worse as well, but the ball, we can see it right now in the hands of Jason Lucknan, being tracked there by Inda Noonan, goes to the ground. Ronan O'Connor is there with him as well. Ball sperms around, and Alex Murray has come deep to win this ball, and he's won the free for a high tackle around the neck just on his own 65-metre line. This will be his country all day long, and the Bridge will feel if they can bring it back to a point or two heading into half time, arguably with Feakle having done 75% of the hurling, they won't be one bit displeased with that.
Yeah, no, definitely not. And it's just about staying in the game for the Bridge when they were trying to, and that penalty save obviously is a big help down here. But the one worrying thing for Sixmilebridge, anytime Stevie Conway, Martin Daly, Shane McGrath, they're just running at that Bridge defence and they're trying to draw those frees, they're trying to create the overlap. I've been really impressed with the build-up play from Feakle today, Derek. It's been fantastic for them.
Alex Murray usually bang on with the frees, and once again he is. We flagged it up in the lead up to the game that all those opportunities would need to be taken, and Alex Murray now has made it 8 points to 6. Feakle still lead, 90 seconds plus the additional time to go to the break. Everquilligan once again just assessing his options out here in front of him. I think he's looking like a man that's going to go over to the far side of the ground. There's a little bit of an overload developing there, so that's where he goes. Out they go, up the hand goes from Stevie Conway, breaks down, but Jamie Shanahan back working deep, gets the hand pass away out to Alex Murray, who was dropped back to make way for Cayman in that forward line. Killian Ban cuts a beautiful ball in towards Daly. Barry Fitzpatrick. That is outstanding full back play from the man with the yellow helmet. Paddy goes in to try and tidy it up. Back it comes. Nice stick work there from Colin Flynn. Gives it back to Derek Fahey. Transfers it down to this near side of the pitch once again. Oh, look at the hands from Brian Corrie. Exceptional on a day like today. Across to David Kennedy. Equally brilliant. Tries to set the feet. Still goes. Loses his footing. Back up on three Feakle men converge around him though. Ronan O'Connor comes away with the ball. Outplays it to Owen Daly. Lobs it away down the pitch, but aimless enough. Only into the hands of Paddy Fitzpatrick. He in turn finds Alex Morey trying to get on that left hand side. Con Smith, brilliant block down. Now it's Patrick Daly. Whips on it first time. Down it comes between the brilliant duo of Shane McGrath and Shane Morey. Oh, McGrath, the hand pass exceptional. Patrick Daly, the finish bang on. Top class score in Parkin. So the little wizard McGrath was on his hind quarters when he got that hand pass away. Somehow found the run of Patrick Daly, who split the post. 9 points to 6, a minute of additional time to play.
Yeah, really good score again from McGrath, but I think the Bridge will be a little bit disappointed they didn't get something off the attack, Derek. They've done a lot of good hurling. Davy Kennedy just slipped. The swarm tackle from Feakle was very, very good.
He's found the good ground though on the far side of the pitch. The shot though trails across and it goes right and it goes wide. So it's a 3-point lead for Feakle. Brilliant piece of ingenuity from McGrath to set up that last opportunity for Patrick Daly to finish 9-6. Puck out taken quick down to Con Smith. He's on his own 45. He's got the call ahead of him. That's Ronan O'Connor. Off he goes. Little brick flick out to Oisin Donnan. Lovely hands plays the 1-2. Still he goes in towards Stevie Conway. Down the central channel. Shortens the grip and just lobs the ball over the bar. Derek Fahey was about 5 or 6 yards off his goal line. I think he was slightly worried for maybe a millisecond until he realised it was just dipping at the last moment. But a fine score once again for Stevie Conway. His second, I think, of the afternoon. 10-6 Feakle lead.
Yeah, Derek, again, really impressed with Feakle's build-up play. But the Bridge are probably going to have to shove up on the puck out. Feakle are building the ball so easily up the field. It'll be a major concern for the Bridge if they can't get that straightened out, because they're getting swarmed here. They're getting turned over.
Yeah, it's happening once again here with Oisin O'Connor very, very close to the sideline, but does really well to hold on to it, turning over the ball, lobbing it into the danger zone once again. Now out comes Derek Fahey. Ball drops dead and the tackle comes in. Joe Mullins blows the half-time whistle. In fairness to Fahey, really, really quick off his line. So as they head for the break, it is Drogheda Downey Garnick 6 points on Feakle 10. There's 4 between them. It's East Clare in front heading to the break. And as we say, I suppose in the balance of play in the first half there, Andrew, it's warranted.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, Eric, the Bridge will be very, very happy to be only 4 points down. They could have got knife for a couple of goals. You know, they're not themselves, and I think they're going to have a tactical reshuffle, most definitely down the other end of the field, because the problem is that Feakle's build-up play is so good. They're so good on the ball, coming right up through the middle, easy hand passes, and Derek, more importantly, playing the conditions. Every ball is a safe pass. They're not trying any risky hurley passes with the conditions. It's a safe hand pass. They're getting really dangerous ball into McGrath. You know, they have 10 points. They've only got 2 wides in the half. It's really, really efficient in these conditions from Feakle. They'll be extremely happy with their 30 minutes work.
Both management teams just in their conclave here underneath us, letting the players sort things out in the dressing room themselves for those first couple of minutes. So as we head to the break, 10 points to 6, it's Feakle in front. Do join us again very shortly, much more chat to come. Done so much for their clubs afterwards as well, and I suppose that's something that's really to be applauded too. Going back into the game itself, from a Feakle point of view, in the dressing room, are you saying, lads, let's press the reset button now? It might be 4 on the board, but let's go back to 0-0.
Oh yeah, definitely, and they're going to be like they have to be so happy, Derek, with the way they're playing. They've really brought so much energy, work rate. But what I'm really is the economical play and the intelligence of their play, Derek, is fantastic. What is impressing me is that in these conditions, strike passes are hard. They're hand passing the ball really safely to get themselves up the field. Really, really happy. Only two wides, four frees conceded. Not bad in conditions like this, and only one ball drop short, obviously, to Derek Fay. So, like, that's really, really impressive now overall from them. So they'll be very happy with their half an hour's work.
And as you say, the penalty, a massive, massive moment as well. And as we said at the time, like in fairness to Shane McGrath, he tried to hang it up and decide anything. But Derek Fahey, I don't know whether he read it or not or just took a gamble, but he got there really, really quickly. Like that could have put it to bed. I think, was it 8-4 at the time? 1-8-4 would have been massive.
Oh, Derek, but I think they've had the goal chances,
Yeah.
like I think Derek Fay made another safe mush, Connor going in there as well. He just stood firm to it. Bridge won't be overly happy, and all of that room is being created from inside the D. So the Bridge are going to have to possibly say to themselves, right, we have to start working harder at the other end of the field to stop these guys coming up the field, because it's coming up that bit too easy. The Bridge, I don't think, will be overly happy with their tackling and where their commitment is around the middle third in that first half. For their standards, I would believe.
And also from a defensive perspective, Feakle have been quite disciplined, haven't they?
Absolutely, and like as I said, one great goal chance potentially there. Matthew O'Halloran, probably if he's time back again, he gives the pass. But as we said, I suppose when you're a young player coming in like that and you see the goal and you've made that run, but I think Feakle will be very, very happy. I alluded to there, Killian Ban. He literally is minding the right flank. Thought he fits a couple of balls hit down on top of him, and that's given him the chance, Derek, to build up the field, which is actually hurting Sixmilebridge.
Just to get back to the team here underneath us being honoured at the moment, it is of course the All-Ireland Minor Hurling finalists of 1989, the Clare minor team panel and management who were Munster Minor Hurling champions in that year and All-Ireland finalists as well. And just to run you through the names down there, the famed Davy Fitzgerald of Sixmilebridge was in goal. He's represented by his son Cullum down here this afternoon. Diarmuid McInerney of Tulla, Paul Lee of Woltones was the captain, Francis Corey of Éire Óg, Pat Markham from Clooney, Joseph O'Gorman, Cratloe, Ger Cahill from Éire Óg, Ennis Christie, chaplain of Sixmilebridge, Sean Power from Woltones, Paul O'Rourke from Woltones, Ger Maroney of Callaghan's Mills, Pat Minogue of Scariff, Padraig McNamara of Sixmilebridge, who has passed on, Conor Clancy of Kilmaley, Paul Keary of Woltones. The subs then were Sean Tracy, Woltones, James O'Connor, St. Joseph Stewart Bearfield, Kieran O'Neill of Woltones, Kevin McNamara of Callaghan's Mills, Pat O'Neill of Clarecastle, who has also passed on, Keith Galvin of Cratloe, Declan Sherlock of Meedick, Michael O'Loughlin from Kilnamona, and Aidan O'Rourke of Scariff. That's the lineup here underneath us, and their management team, and a formidable one it was as well. Gus Lohan of Woltones, John Nahill of Sixmilebridge, Michael Dan O'Doyle of Whitegate, PJ Kennedy from Kilmaley, and their trainer, the one and only Mike Mack from Scariff. And just looking at the picture of it here in the programme, a hardy boy.
Yeah, he hasn't changed a bit. Bar the glasses, I think, Derek. And no, look at it. It's absolutely brilliant to see them all out there, and to have most of them here with us today is obviously fantastic as well, and they deserve their day out here.
And grand new jackets got for the occasion as well. Conor Clancy, the latest man, just a step forward there. It reminds me of being in Killarney the year that the Clare team were being honoured as for the 1992 team, obviously from 25 years. And you were down in Killarney on the day, obviously having beaten Kerry in the final. So the lads came out and they, like the boys were doing there, the subtle salute, shall we say, until it came to one, Mr. Tom Morrissey of Clare. And out strode Tom with the two hands up over the air. He turned and saluted the four corners of Fitzgerald Stadium and took his place in the lineup once again. He was never a man to shy back from it.
Well, look at on every team, Derek, you know yourself, there is one character that unites the group, and I've no doubt Tom from Clare was like that as well, most definitely.
Absolutely. So then, from a Sixmilebridge perspective, Andy, what are they saying in the dressing room, do you think?
Yeah, look, I think Derek, they have to heed the warning shots, I think, and they definitely won't be happy because of the way that this ball has been worked up the field. I think it's the biggest problem that they have. Now, all of that hurling been done. They're 4 points down. That's all. They have been pretty economical. 4 wides, 4 frees given away, 1 drop short. But the 2 goalkeepers in particular are so good on restart. You need the ball to go dead. Both times that it didn't go, it led to a score on either side, which is quite important because they're so good to pick players out. And even off the penalty save, Derek got it. He launched it down this side. It was very nearly in the net at the other end. So it's just important to get that ball dead, especially with those 2 lads hanging around.
And you spotted it there early doors with Killian Ban over in that right-hand channel. I mean, and I don't think Sixmilebridge have countered that. And you felt it might have been a tactic that he actually employed, but he's eaten up ground over there.
Absolutely. And I think what is actually happening is that Shane Golden sometimes is going back the field. So a couple of times Paddy has cleared it under pressure, granted, but they're trying to get the drop off to the middle third of the field, but they're not spotting him. They're launching ball down, and straight away there's the +1 is created. And Feakle are enjoying it because what they're doing then is they're coming in waves and droves, really good support play, and getting ball in around Martin Daly, Oisin O'Connor, and they're causing plenty of problems.
They certainly are, yeah. Both teams still in the safety and the warmth, I'd imagine, of the dressing room here underneath us as well at the moment. So as we say, it is 10 points to 6, Feakle leading. And, I suppose from their point of view, big day, delayed, you'd have been revved up last weekend and all the rest of it. Like they have, and they are playing the better hurling. They have settled into the game. I still don't think the bridge have quite settled yet.
No, definitely not. But as I said, Derek, I think, that Feakle team is so focused. They play the 60 minutes that's in front of them. They're not in any way buoyed by, if a game was off for 2 months, they would still come out there. The sum of their parts every single day. And they're putting on a brilliant performance for definitely for their fans here today.
And I suppose that is the quality we want, because it is a high-profile final every year from the All-Ireland champions. It'll be the same above in Armagh for their county football final, obviously. So just a quick one for you, Andy, not to put you on the spot, but I know that later tonight, and indeed I think into tomorrow, the Club All-Stars selection is being finalised as well. I'm not trying to pick your brains now just to pick my team for me or anything, but who stands out for you? Who do you think are the non-negotiables that have to be on it?
Well, I think on just looking out to him today, I think we will get the young hurler of the year. I think Adam Hogan will definitely get his All-Star. Shane O'Donnell, the standout performer, obviously, for Clare, was fantastic today. Look at Tony Kelly, a definite. Mark Rogers, we probably are entitled looking at, John Conlon, what a season he has had. David McInerney, we've had so many great performances this year. But you look at, I suppose, and a special mention to Tony Kelly, the 1-4 that he got in that All-Ireland final, Derek, I don't think it was humanly possible to score some of the shots he did, and that is a full credit to Tony, who had a bad injury to that ankle at the start of the year. And like all things, but that Clare team has been knocking on the door for so long. And next Friday night's rewards, it's just a 5 years hard work for all of that group. And they'll be representing the group. Look, it's a fantastic individual achievement, but I expect us to get maybe possibly 7 or 8, and the 2 big awards would be what I would think.
Yeah, I think we would agree with you on that one as well. And and even the 2 club all-stars here, that selection of players that are going to play the All-Ireland champions in that charity game that's on next weekend, they're all to be finalised as well. So I think people were waiting until the final over today to see were there any late bloomers for that. Sixmilebridge first back out here for the second half. They come back out as they went in. All the numbers above 15 made their way into the dressing room, and just waiting to see. Ever Quilligan, I think, is having his hurleys delivered down to the goals away to our left-hand side there by the Sixmilebridge sub-goalkeeper Liam O'Connor. The sun now beginning to shine over the park once again. A few hands up to the eyes to see exactly what's happening. Bridge need a big first in here, don't they?
They do, most definitely, Derek. They won't be happy, I don't think, knowing where they've come from. So the most important thing for Feakle is to probably stay doing. That's the message they're doing. For the Bridge, it's they need to up their intensity. They possibly need to go a little bit more man to man and try and turn the ball over in the other areas that Feakle are getting joy from as well.
Feakle back out onto the field. Indeed, our man from Feakle just passed us out there a while ago. The nerves are still okay, I think, judging by the reaction. So he's gone down to our right hand side to finish out the contest. Will there be another medal going into the Guilfoyle household? We'll have to wait and see. At the moment, 10-6. It's a 4-point advantage as we start the second half. And again, same matchups I think are going to apply here. Yeah, Shane is below there with Shane McGrath, Joe Mullen just making sure everything is ready. Hurley's being slapped, ball thrown in, second half back underway. 30 minutes to decide where Canon Hamilton will winter for 2024, and immediately there's a free one for Feakle and a fist pump worthy of Croke Park to go with it as well. And it's going to be a free for Shane McGrath just on his own 65-metre line, and this could push it out to 5.
Yeah, look at again. That's the perfect start for Feakle. They're ticking all of the boxes. They're exactly where they want to be in the game. So it's a big challenge now for Sixmilebridge coming back down into this half an hour because they just need to find a bit of energy, and I think they might need a green one potentially to get themselves back.
Of course, it is, as we keep saying, the weekend of the underdog. Doon winning the first ever Limerick Senior Hurling title last evening, and Kilkenny and Dublin saw fairy tale stories as well. We watched Shane McGrath's ball flying off the stick and straight between the posts, and it is out to 5. Brilliant start for them to this second half. Feakle 11, Sixmilebridge 6. We've just started the second period.
Yeah, really, really good start, Feakle. Look at just picking up where they left off, and just going to be interesting to see what the Bridge's response is like now.
Noel Purcell takes the ball short there from Derek Fahey. Down along the line he comes. Not much grass cover there. Brilliant hands though from Alex Morey in towards Jason Lucknan. Gets the hand pass clear out to Shane Morey. Now delivers it long, direct inside towards Kennedy and Corrie hanging around. Corrie goes up, ball breaks down. It's Kennedy swarming around on that breaking ball, but good work from Owen Daly just to bring it clear. But again, absolute persistence paying off. Shot from over the shoulder. It's dropping in right on top of Ever Quilligan, who takes it down from underneath the crossbar, sells the dummy as well. Showboating from the Feakle goalkeeper and launches it away down the pitch once again, down towards Martin Daly. Ball breaks down in front of him. In fairness to Colin Flynn, read that well. Ball breaks away and it's Matthew O'Halloran who steams clear out to Jamie Shanahan, 45 metres out from his own goal. Shortens up the grip, sends it down the line once again, looking for Brian Corrie right on at that far touchline. Again, just loses the footing. Ball when he has stayed on the ground as well, so hopefully from a Bridge point of view he'll be up again very shortly. But Joe Mullins has just stopped the play. Looks like it might be a head injury. Brian Corrie, they'll certainly not want to lose him anyway.
No, I think when he just took the ball, Derek, he just slipped, and I think it was Owen Daly. He just collided, totally accidental. Now, there was no malice in it or anything like. So it was just a slip into the ground. But that's it. David Kennedy on the previous ball had slipped as well. So the underfoot conditions, while the pitch is still in pretty good nick, it is a bit of a challenge for these players.
So the physio going all the way across there just to make sure that Brian is okay. And as we resume, it will be a free for Sixmilebridge. It's going to be Alex Morey to take it, far side the ground, just in from the sideline. Thankfully, Brian back up onto his feet. Alex with the free. And that has gone straight between the posts as well. So answering McGrath's one has Alex Morey. As we say, it's still Shane McGrath, though, very much in contention for that top scorer award at the moment. So it's going to be Ever Quilligan with the puck out once again, just stepping outside to the box, driving it to the far side of the pitch. This one going over there in the direction of Shane McGrath. Indeed, it goes beyond him. And it is Noel Purcell who goes back to try and tidy things up, does well. Facing his own 13-metre line, he managed to wheel around and find Jamie Shanahan. Very tidy angle, just cleared the hurley there of Owen Toohey, and eventually gets its way out towards Corrie once again, battling away for that ball. That's a real good old-fashioned scrap developing on the far side of the pitch, but Feakle have turned it over, and it's Oisin Donnan sells the dummy, wheels around into a little bit of space, just flicks the wrists inside, looking for Daly once again. Was he taken to ground? Play goes on. Oisin O'Connor just couldn't get the pick up. If he had, he was gone clear inside once again. That direct ball really working out for Feakle. Oisin's pick up just letting him down. If he had picked that and cantered, it could have been curtains.
Absolutely, and again, a brilliant bit of a drop-off play from Oisin Donnan. But Brian Corrie now, when you're not securing that ball, Feakle are on it and they're getting there in packs. So it is important to retain that ball now. We can see how important it is because as the game is going on, the pitch is deteriorating a bit. So it is a little bit more of a challenge.
Derek Fahey with the free. He's just at the top of his own D, hands up to the eyes to block out the sun as he looks to see where he'll deliver this ball. He'll imagine somewhere in around the danger zone. Larkin Fitzpatrick though makes the run out to the wing. Good ball to find him. Hops in front of him, takes it up into the hand, turning back around again. Lovely hand pass off towards Jason Lucknan. Ronan O'Connor goes out to meet him. Lucknan with the strike has gone across to the left hand side and wide. It stays 11 points to 7. Feakle in front with 4.5 minutes gone, second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see there that channel on the far side of the field being opened up. Shane McGrath now gone into the inside line, but again following him is obviously Shane Amori.
Stevie Conway was the intended target for that puck out, and it might still go his way. It does. He's trying to break through the cover. He has the advantage. Great work from Conway. It was a brilliant puck out to find him once again. He took 2 bites of the cherry to get it under control, but again took on the contact. Won his free. Out strolls Shane McGrath to take it. In no hurry to do so. Even at this juncture, you'd be trying to kill 20-25 seconds on each one.
You would definitely, yeah. But again, look at really, really good play. The Bridge are actually getting to the ball first, but what Feakle are doing is they're really, really disciplined in their tackling. They're able to get there on the second phase ball. So this is going to start hurting them if they can't get that ball, and especially getting it into the inside line. Just note now they've gone to 3 inside, so they're really, really putting an emphasis on their players on the inside line.
Shane McGrath with the free, a handy enough golfer out in East Clare Golf Club, we're told as well, 50 or so metres out from the post, looking at the goal at the old scoreboard end here of Park Kissogue, striking the ball. Usually it's the same reply, and he certainly has done that once again. Shane McGrath absolutely on the money. He has been an absolute dynamo for scores for Feakle over the last decade or so, and they now lead by 12 points to 7 with 6 minutes gone here in the second half. Pepper's Bar and Restaurant are our commentary sponsors. Long attacking ball once again. It just seemed to evade everybody in the sunshine. Stevie Conway goes to pick it up, and he has it first time. In along it goes. Stevie Conway from the angle. That's saved again by Derek Fahey. Unbelievable goalkeeping once again from the Bridge netminder. He is single-handedly keeping them in this game.
Yeah, another piece of brilliant play. Shane Amori got caught there. You can see with the sun, the ball was transferred bridliantly from Oisin Donlan. But again, Derek, it's so simple. Puck outs coming down here. They're getting the bodies around the breaks. It's starting to get a little bit worrying for the Bridge now, because Feakle just ticking all the right boxes.
Alan Mulready is going to make his entrance, as too is Brian Carey. So Tommy Liddy and Stefan Fitzpatrick here underneath us, just rolling the dice. Feakle Donnan, I think, is putting on a training top here to go down for his warm-up, and also coming on will be Owen McGann. So changes aplenty now as we hit the 7th minute or thereabouts of this second half, and Shane McGrath will have the 65-metre free for Feakle, pretty much as central as you can get for one of these. Brilliant save at his near post there from Derek Fahey as Conway was cutting in along on the angle. McGrath once again just taking his time, steadying down, shoulder lined up with the black spot as he comes to strike that ball once again, and jogs away happily after it as he has put that ball between the posts once again, and Feakle extending their lead and getting crucial scores, just picking away at the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's it. And look at the message is very, very simple for Kieran Callan and Ger Conway here. Stay doing what you're doing. You know, there's no more rocket science to us than that really now. And Bridge now bringing in Brian Carey and Alan Mulready to try and give him something different. So probably going to need a little bit more from potentially Jamie Shanahan now as well. Owen McGann coming in has real pace. He is a direct player as well. So possibly more problems coming for the Bridge.
David Kennedy and Jason Lucknan are making way, and on the Feakle side, just waiting to see the board going up. I think coming off there was Oisin O'Connor, I think, has just made way, and it is Owen McGann going into the top of the right position. So changes on both sides. Last roll of the dice. We're heading into the last 25 or so minutes of the 2 Senior Championship for 2024, and we are doing so with Feakle leading here on a scoreline of 13 points to 7. Derek Fahey dicing with the ball inside in the goal and has to hand pass it away out. He won't be thanked by Colin Flynn for that one. He had a lot of work to do, and he's done it well, but out over the sideline. He has hit the flag, so that's out over the sideline. Tommy Liddy is protesting there with Joe Mullins on that particular one, and again it's going to be a line ball for Feakle, but from a Sixmilebridge perspective, that ball could be 100 yards away from the goal.
Yeah, look at it, and it's amazing now. Feakle have got the tails up, and they're really do, as I said, Derek, it's a fantastic performance from them. They're doing all of the right thing, and it's all so simple. You know, it's just compounded by work rate and just a brilliant attitude. So
Shane McGrath takes the line ball quickly out to Oisin Donlan, back to McGrath once again, this time off the left from a really tidy angle, but it's just bypassed the right hand upright on its way right and wide. But again, Feakle now putting the squeeze on the puck out, but I'd imagine Derek Fahey will be told to leather this one away down the field now, and that's exactly what he's doing. Lovely trajectory on that ball, looking for Cayman Murray. Ball breaking up though, it's Stevie Conway that got the touch on it, and it's Feakle still having the ball into Oisin Donlan. Again, just a short little grip on that, but Paddy Fitz was first in to try and break it up. Good work from him. Murray's there once again. Cayman, that is, with the blue helmet, striking it away over the head once again. Little bit of indecision inside. First touch there for Alan Mulready. Was there a chop? Referee says play away the ball, so Killian Band does that. Back to Eibhear Quilligan on his own 13-metre line again. Just had to set the feet, and any quick change like that with the underfoot conditions close to your own goal, you wouldn't be thanking the heart for that one. But Feakle have certainly carried the ball clear. Away up the field they come once again. Hit put in there on Con Smith. That's going to be a free, a needless one to give away again, because when you Shane McGrath and your team, this is another score opportunity.
And it's in the conditions as well, Derek. You know, you don't need to be giving free takers pot shots at the goals. The most important thing here is that they're just not retaining that ball in here. Feakle are getting their bodies around it. They have the hungrier team at the minute, and if this goes over, it stretches it out to 7 points.
Yeah, and again, that's a big lead in a game like this, to be fair, because then what Sixmilebridge will have to do, if this goes to 6, and it is 6 now, it goes to 7, suddenly then the Bridge are going to start thinking, right, we have to push for goals here, and you're leaving all that space at the back then for the turnovers.
Well, that's it, and they need to just get something into their game so that they're able to, to build on it. But at the moment, it just seems like a bit of a struggle from the Bridge, and as we said earlier, only for Derek Fahey, the scoreline could be quite ugly looking for them, So they'll be looking for a massive last quarter, But would you write them off? Absolutely not.
Shane McGrath with the free. Once again, he's just a step or two outside the 65 at his own side of the pitch, looking at the old scoreboard end here of Páirc Uas Óg. He's been absolutely on the money so far this afternoon. A contender, I would suggest, for our Patrick Burke menswear man of the match as he strikes that ball. And for once, the radar is off. It goes left and wide. It stays 13 points to 7. I suppose what's rare is wonderful.
Yeah, for sure, and Bridge will be thankful for that now, maybe, and they need to kind of just build on that, because great take from Jamie Shanahan.
Oh, brilliant hands in the air from the captain, trying to drive his team forward. The shot, though, is off target. It goes to the right and wide, so wide's at either end now as both teams enter these championship minutes. 13-7, Feakle leading, 11 gone second half. Father Harry, we hope you're enjoying it so far. It could be a good night out your direction as we watch Eibhear Quilligan dropping the ball away down onto the 21-metre line. Martin Daly comes out to try and win it. It breaks in behind. Lovely first touch there, and it is coming in. Owen McGann from the angle, and there's the goal. And you can't say it wasn't coming. They had threatened, and it is Owen McGann coming off the bench. Long puck out from Eibhear Quilligan. We've seen him all day long. Martin Daly came out to try and win it, just went in behind him. Lovely touch from McGann, wheeled around the corner and blasted it low past Derek Fahey. Feakle now with a very, very healthy advantage, leading 113 to 7 points. 12 gone second half.
Absolutely, but Owen McGann, as I said there, he's very, very direct player, great touch, young player coming into their team. What an impact there, and Feakle have their tails up now, and they're the best team in it.
Killian Band, ball turned over though. It's Cayman Murray brought to ground, free in, chance for them to respond, and they need now just to settle, start playing the game at the other end of the pitch. There hasn't been any major attack of note from a Sixmilebridge point of view. We said it at half time, they hadn't created majorly obvious goal scoring chances, but they've even struggled now to retain the ball there between the 45 and 21.
Yeah, that's it, because that's the pressure that Feakle are putting them under. They're totally on top there, and it's a credit to their performance. And as I said, their long ball coming down, that has caused trouble all day, and for once Derek Fahey was beaten. Absolute rocket of a shot from Owen McGann too. And
the free from Alex Murray has been dispatched between the posts, so that makes it the 2-point goal. I suppose we always talk about that score after. 113 to 8, double scores here in Páirc Uas Óg. Would you have thought there'd have been that much of a margin between them? 113 to 8. It's 12 gone second half here in the Tous senior hurling final. Long puck out once again. Good hands on the far side of the pitch there by Daly, just trying to break it up. Patrick, that was on that occasion, but again, ball there to be won, and it's a real scrap on the ground from Owen McGann, and fresh from from scoring that goal at the moment. And again on the 45-metre line, Paddy Fitzpatrick back there just standing off the back of the ruck trying to bring it away, but that was Colm Flynn that brought it clear down the line towards Larkin Fitzpatrick, working deep to try and win this ball, shortens up the grip, gives it inside towards Brian Curry, again swarmed by a whole host of Feakle players, and the absolute hunger and work rate has turned that ball over once again, and now it's dispatched inside. Daly is gambling inside to see can he beat Derek Fahey to this ball, but no, it has come into the custodian and he dispatches it away down the wing, continues on for the support run as well. Shane Golden now takes up the ball, he has to be delivering this one long, and he does. Inside they go, looking for Adam Hogan there on his hands and knees, just rolls the ball up into his control. Out it comes, lovely flick there from Ronan O'Connor, lovely ball delivered inside once again. Martin Daly on a 1v1 with Barry Fitzpatrick. Derek Fahey comes out to offer the support, but it's Barry Fitzpatrick barrelling clear and fouled as he was going through. It's a lonesome place to be inside in a 1v1 when there's a ball squirming inside, because any little mistake and you could be curtains again.
Absolutely, and you know the Bridge are now, they're having to play last line of defence. Great defence up here from Adam Hogan as well, but Oisin Donlan, total team play from him down here. He's just dropping off Derek into this pocket. He's starting to hurt the Bridge really, really badly as an outball. They're going to have to go probably push up on him because he's given some fantastic passes.
They're going looking for those scores. Shane Golden has got his first of the afternoon, just standing off the back of the ruck. The second half, I should say. Sorry, yeah, he got one there in the first half as well. So the Bridge now just eating back into the lead again. Good response. The goal has kind of sparked them. They've got a couple of nice scores in reply.
Yeah, just notice now Matthew O'Halloran has taken up Shane McGrath here. Shane Amori has come to mark Stevie Conway, so it's an interesting one. But the Bridge definitely a little bit better from them now. They're going to need a bit more.
Long, high puck out once again down towards Stevie Conway. Just tried to break it down, but coming onto it there was Noel Purcell reading it best of all. Down to Paddy Fitzpatrick. Across here now to Shane Golden. He is just on his own 45-metre line. Dinks the ball ahead now for Shane Amori. Will he press the NOS button? Off he goes. Ball on the hurley, and the gaps appear as he still goes. Ronan O'Connor comes across to try and hook him. Wasn't enough to put him off. It looks like it was. It just goes left and wide. The response immediate always when Shayna puts down the accelerator, but that one on that occasion just goes left and wide. 113-9. We're inside the final 15 minutes. Long ball delivered down, hops off the top of the helmet there of Stevie Conway. It's Purcell backtracking once again, trying to tidy things up, but just fumbling the ball. Took 2 or 3 bites to try and get it up off the floor, and he does manage to do just that. Out it comes towards Jamie Shanahan, looking to deliver this long. Once again, Brian Curry is the target. Once again, the handling is exceptional. Far side of the ground, he's trying to burn off the challenge. He's standing on the sideline striking this, and he's put it over. That's a really, really good score once again from Brian Curry. He has done his utmost here this afternoon.
Yeah, really, really good. But Derek retaining that ball first time, that is the secret here. Raymond Ban coming in now. But in fairness to the Bridge, their response to the goal, that's 3 on the bounce for them now, you know, and a big period coming now as we hit in just past 15 minutes now. So look at it's gone back to a really good contest now again.
6 points between them. It's Feakle 113, Sixmilebridge 10 points. 16 minutes gone here in the second half. Changes aplenty. Coming off is Patrick Daly, and as we said, is coming on Raymond Ban to that inside line. He now will take up the outpost at the furthest most point of that Feakle attack. Down towards Martin Daly, looking for the puck out. This one tidied up by Noel Purcell, but again the ball goes back to the ruck. Stevie Conway and Martin Daly inside. Noel Purcell again, that man that's tidying it up. Back to Barry Fitzpatrick, just dinks it over the head. Off goes Shane Golden down along this nearest channel. He's still with the ball on the hurley, hasn't caught it yet. Now he takes it into the hand, looks up, strikes it, but it's again, and is it going to drop? And how old inside? It certainly is. This could be a chance for Mulready. Can he get the angle on the shot, trying to wheel back around? Alan Mulready gets the hand pass across towards Brian Curry. Killian Ban tidying it up, and Adam Hogan coming clear. Ball on the hurley, driving forward. The fan favourite, the young hurler of the year in waiting, gets the ball away. Out it comes from Ronan O'Connor, driving past the 65-metre line. If Feakle get a score from this, it would lift everybody from East Clare in the crowd, but the ball has been touched on the floor. It's work rate from the Bridge. It has Liddy bouncing here underneath us, and the Bridge have turned it over. They have got the impetus. Now they have the bit between the teeth, but they need the scores.
They need the scores, you're right, Derek. Look at fantastic run here from Shane Golden. He's had the last 4 possessions in front of us, but that was going wide. But a great touch from Alan Mulready. They need to get it up on the board, though. It's going to be very, very important for them to put it on the board.
Derek Fahey takes it short down here in front of us again, just trying to come onto that ball. Good work from Shane Golden once again. Looks up on the 65-metre line, angled ball across, looking for the run of Brian Curry. Lovely touch from Owen Daly, brilliant defending. Broke the ball down in front of him. Then Winton gathered it up and tidied it up, and Feakle come clear once again. Owen Toohey is winding up for a big one. It's dropping inside. Derek Fahey should be in control of this. He is, and he's full back to thank as well, because he just cleared out the ground in front of him, and he spins a lovely ball out the far side the pitch to Larkin Fitzpatrick with two Feakle men around him. Drops it inside. That is over there. Con Smith covering back on the 45-metre line across to Ronan O'Connor. Now looks up, switches the play over to this near side of the ground, over towards the goal scorer McGann. Can he get there? Lovely work from Flynn. Colin Flynn, brilliant, a cornerback right throughout the championship for Sixmilebridge, and he's been fouled once again. And Feakle struggling to make the ball stick inside, but I suppose importantly when it hits their 21, and the Feakle men are defending stoutly as well.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. Like, Larkin Fitzpatrick got that ball there, probably tried a difficult pass to Jamie Shannon. They need to transfer that ball fast inside to those forwards. They want it quick. They need it fast inside. So, they're chasing the match a little bit now, so they need to get direct ball in.
This is all killing time. 19 minutes gone, second half. 11 plus additional time to go. It's Feakle by 6. Derek Fahey with the ball dropping on the 21-metre line once again. The breaking ball. Shane Golden looks like he'll be the first to get it, and he is. Gets it up and takes on the challenge. Now gets the hand pass away out to the far side of the pitch to Jamie Shanahan. Stands on ceremony and sends the ball over the bar. It's back to 5. Jamie Shanahan, the captain of Sixmilebridge. He wants Cannon Hamilton here underneath us in or around 13 or 14 minutes time now. There's 5 between them. It's Feakle 113. It's Sixmilebridge 11 points. Puck out is on its way from Aver Quilligan. It's going right down here to the right corner forward position. Up they go for it. Ball. Paddy Fitz should be inside underneath this. He swings on that on the ground first time with Martin Daly, and loose enough swing there on it was Colin Flynn coming out bravely for the ball, and a mistimed challenge, and I'm not quite sure was it an advisable one either, but Joe Mullins will have a small bit of secretarial work to do, and I think Martin is claiming that he might be injured in that as well, but I know is that clever gamesmanship.
Yeah, look, I think unfortunately for him, it's the easiest thing. The sideline was your friend there. Colin Flynn was really going nowhere, and the most important thing was that he shipped him to the side, but he probably just lunged in. Now, just very interesting to see what Joe Mullins does here.
I think yellow and get on with it. I think that would be the wisest course of action. To be fair, Tommy Liddy and Owen O'Leary underneath us here, just having a chat there a while ago as well. Another of the Whitegate clubmen here under us. So Martin just down receiving attention. Thankfully, Cullum is there as well. He's getting looked after, and Joe Mullins is saying, right, we'll wait till everybody's back to their feet before I deal with this. Martin's back up, and now he's going to have a chat with Shane Golden. No, it looks like he is. I'm not quite sure.
This looks like it's going to be a throw in, I'd say.
Was there?
The reaction, and that's just a bit of a discipline. Martin Daly gets this now, I suppose. That's the good thing for him. It looks like it is a throw in here.
So a yellow for Shane Golden and a yellow for Martin Daly, and the free turned over. So obviously it was for something verbal, because Shane wasn't involved, I don't think, in the initial challenge. So Joe Mullins throws the ball in. It hops off the knee of someone there. I don't think the Hurleys were the cause of that one going anywhere. Paddy Fitzpatrick has the ball. Did he touch it on the ground? He did. Well spotted by Joe Mullins, in fairness. And now it's going to be a free in. And look, again, it's getting heated down here on the side, and I suppose you can expect that in the championship minutes, but it's all eating up time. It's still Feakle by 5, 113 to 11 points, 21 and a half played. Touched on the ground by Paddy Fitzpatrick, free in for the Feaklemen and Shane McGrath.
Yeah, that's it. And look, it was a big turnover, because that free now should have been going down the other side. Yeah. Potentially a chance to make it maybe a 4-point game. Now Shane McGrath with his chance to put him back up 6.
He's bringing it up as well. He's bringing it up as well for whatever protestations went on up to the 45-metre line. So you need cool heads at this stage, don't you?
Absolutely, and I think Shane Golden now, Paddy Fitz is telling him to get back up and focus on the game. I think the free came from him barging into Martin Daly, actually, and that's what actually caused the turnover. So actually good play by Feakle, to get the free back, and now a very, very good chance for Shane McGrath.
It was back to 5. This could push it back out to 6 once again. Shane McGrath putting two hands now on that top score reward, it would appear, as he hits this ball goalwards once again. It flies over the net, over the wall, and I think out into someone's car outside Neldy there, as he puts that ball between the posts before it did all that. So Shane McGrath with another for the Feakle men. I think I have him down for 3 and 4. He's about 7, I think, of the Feakle total so far this afternoon. Puck out once again, 114-11. Feakle leading, 22 and a half minutes played, and they have the possession of this ball once again through Conn Smith, trying to get the hand pass away. Good work, Larkin Fitzpatrick, Cayman Murray all inside there. Larkin with it, trying to feed it to Cayman, just went to the ground though. He tried a little flick. Killian Ban trying to pick it up now, and it is Feakle who come away with Oisin Donnan working back deep to try and win that ball. Little flick of the challenge there, gets it away. Oisin Donnan saying deliver it away down the pitch. That's what they do, dropping it down into the danger zone once again. Has Owen McGann whipped in behind? No, Martin Daly was just trying to get it on, and it's brilliant defending, really good stuff there from Cullen Flynn, again in a fairly lonesome position back at the left corner back spot, but the ball is being turned over, and it is Sixmilebridge who bring it clear with Jamie Shanahan. Lovely ball into space now for Cayman Murray to work with. He's on the 65 metre line, sets the feet, sends it goalwards, and just drops the head because the ball goes left and wide. It stays 114 Feakle, 11 points through Downey Garnick, 23 and a half played second half.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed with that. Colin Flynn doing really well back here in the corner now. That was really, really good defending. Great build-up play. They'll be disappointed. They need to be putting it up on the score, because every wide now is nearly like a score to Feakle.
Look at that puck out from Eibhear Quilligan right onto the hurley of Shane McGrath. Brings it across to Oisin Donnan. Oisin Donnan sends the ball high up into the air and straight between the posts. That is a brilliant score of absolute simplicity from Feakle. Brilliant puck out from Quilligan onto the boss of McGrath's hurley. Got the call from his captain, transferred it inside, and he dispatched it between the posts. Feakle now kicking for home, 115-11 clear.
Yeah, very, and full value for it. But credit again, look at Shane McGrath has been fantastic. But Oisin Donlan there, really, really good position. Derek, the amount of ball that he has got on, he's having the game of his life today, and look at compounded with a really good score.
Inda Madden has made his way on to the Feakle team, and it is coming off Inda Noonan for these closing stages. So Feakle making sure that everybody gets to taste, if it is going to be their day here, of county final action. But at the moment we have a free now for the Sixmilebridge men, and it's going to be Alex Murray to take it on the 45 metre line. At what point do they kind of start trying to force it? 5 to play, you're 115-11 down.
They've got to get it back, Derek, to definitely potentially that 2-score game, and they have to kind of just chip away into the lead, but they have to be so economical now with the ball. They can't afford to be hitting needless wides, or definitely any ball into Eibhear Quilligan, the way he can restart the game really well for them. So it's a massive 5-6 minutes ahead now, so the Bridge will have to come strong.
Exactly, 5 plus the additional time to go. 115-12, 6 between the sides, as Feakle tried to bridge that gap since 1988 when they last won Callan Hamilton. Val Donnan captain on that occasion. Oisin captain here underneath us this afternoon. We saw a similar thing yesterday in the ladies football. Chloe Maloney captain of the Clonmurray Bricken ladies, and her dad of course Aidan Horst Maloney captain of the Clonmurray team as well, way back when, lifting the cup here in the Ard Corla of Park Kissogue. Line ball here underneath us for the Sixmilebridge, and it's going to be Shane Golden, I think, that's going to come across. Or is it Shane is going to take control of this one? Tommy Liddy now parading down here, trying to issue those last couple of instructions. It's Shane Golden with the line ball. He'll strike it on the left, about 50 yards out from the post. Good connection on it. Crossfield ball that is over there in the direction of Brian Curry. Once again, the touch and the pick up immaculate. Now he snaps the ball into his hand, dinks it over the top. Shane O'Morey takes it on. He's very wide on this one though. Good challenge from Conn Smith, gets it back. Shane with the strike. Oh, Eibhear Quilligan, top class Eibhear Quilligan. What a save as he gets that ball clear, and Feakle are bringing it clear. Down they go. Lovely dink ball out there looking from Raymond Ban. His first involvement between the two 65 metre lines. Cuts inside. Ball back on the stick once again. Looks to deliver it long, and he does. In once more it goes towards Owen McGann all the way through, but Derek Fahey stood firm, stood clear, and brings the ball away down to the 21. Across it comes here, and that's Paddy Fitzpatrick just on his own 45. Gets the call from Fahey behind him once again. Very close to the sideline. Delivers it. That's a good ball down into the hands of Brian Carey. Up he goes, turns around. Now he's have to deliver it long again. He goes for glory. He goes for the score. Is it dropping? It is on top of Quilligan's hand though, and he finds Adam Hogan, brings it away down the pitch once again. Conn Smith says give it to me. That was the dummy, because it's Ronan O'Connor is the man that has it instead. Pulled back there by Shane Golden. Ronan still going, wins his free. Savage defence from the Feakle men. Eibhear Quilligan take a bow.
Absolutely, and that's it. Look, look at, as I've said, Derek, on either of these two goalies, the ball must go dead. You allow those guys a chance to restart for their teams. But look at what a frantic few minutes there. Shane Amori made a great run, great defending by the Feakle, great save from Aver, and they came away with the ball. So all of the momentum now with Feakle, they're just trying to see it out.
One result in as well from a little bit earlier on. Wolf Tones continuing a brilliant couple of weeks for the club. They won the Junior B Premier Football title, beating the men from Moy in that decider a little bit earlier on out in Gorteen. And of course this evening it is the Junior A football final out in Milltown, where Michael Cusicks will take on Clarecastle. None of that bothering Shane McGrath right now, as he has this free just shy of his own 45-metre line, striking it. It'll have plenty of distance. How was the accuracy? Oh my word, Shane McGrath, exceptional from the diminutive little number 8 for the Feakle men, as he sends the ball flying between the posts from all of 120 yards out. 116-12, they lead by 7. We've 2 to play.
They've done all of the hurling. They're full value for it, Derek, now, and they're driving it home, so it's a big. Bridge need a green one. They definitely need a green one to get out here.
They need a couple, I'd say. Ronan O'Connor isn't in any mood to give it to them, though. He picks the ball up again, just loses the footing a little bit, but gets a support runner off the shoulder. They have been absolutely magnificent all day long. Are they starting to put the cherry on top? Is that another one added to it? It is, and it is Owen Toohey from distance. A brilliant score, and now they can start to dream, as Feakle Donlan will join Ushin on the pitch, his brother, and he's being encouraged by Shane McGrath to work now for these last couple of moments. There's 8 between the sides, 117-12.
No, fantastic play there. But Feakle have played so much good stuff today, Derek. They're full value for it. And the Bridge just haven't been able to just get to the pitch of it. And that's amazing hunger. Just dialed on work rate. Great team play, and they're full value for their lead.
Martin Daly comes off having ran himself into the ground. Feakle Donlan will go into the edge of the square for the closing stages. Puck out for Derek Fahey. He'll look to the far side of the pitch. Feakle O'Brien being readied here underneath us to play these closing stages. We are now 1 minute out from the additional time of the 2024 Toos Clare Senior Hurling Final. And it looks like it's going to be a good night out in Pepper's Bar and Restaurant in Feakle, who are our commentary sponsors. Gary and all the crew out there, lads, get stocking up. Get it from where you can. Go to all the neighbours, because you're going to need every bit of it. Not just tonight, I'd say, but for a week or maybe 2 or 3 with it. 117-12, 30 seconds plus the additional time to go. The photographers are gathering here underneath us. Ger Conway is just striding around. You're trying to compose yourself now for these last couple of minutes, but your hand, one hand, maybe in the thumb, and the other one is on it.
Yeah, look at it. Derek, they've been fantastic today, from 1 to 15. They have had their plan, and what has impressed me is it's been a total team effort from them. They have literally been so good. They've been really economical, 4 wides over the course of an hour. It's impressive shooting in a county final.
3 minutes of additional time, and we have played just 5 seconds of that right now, as Shane McGrath once again goes for glory, once again puts the ball in, but it goes left and wide, and we play on with a quick puck out take and worked 1-2. Derek Fahey goes clear to the 45-metre line, winds up for a walloper and lets it off down towards the 13-metre line at the other side of the pitch. The ball is breaking down, but once again it's Feakle standing firm, and it's Killian Ban bringing it clear down this right-hand channel. Delivers a lovely ball away down the pitch, looking once again there for Owen McGann. He's the man that scored the goal in the 2024 Toos Senior Hurling Final. Colin Flynn has been brilliant at cornerback. Long ball across. Feakle O'Brien has made his entrance for these closing stages in front of a packed shed here in Parkisog. Long ball down, looking for Brian Corrie. Once again, touch, brilliant. Can you get it up at the second time of asking? He does. Gets the hand pass away. Good strong running there from Brian Carey. Gets the shot from the angle. That one goes all the way across the goal. It goes out left and wide. 117-12. Leon Kelly comes in, and coming off the team will be Noel Purcell for these closing stages. 8 points down. 2 minutes of additional time to go. The Feakle lads here underneath us, they can barely watch.
Look at it's a fantastic day for them as well, and look at, as I said, I've just been so impressed with them from 1 to 15, totally team orientated, have played some fantastic hurling and fully deserved.
Puck out for Eibhear Quilligan. He is in no rush to take it. They want to savour every moment of these last couple of minutes here as they're about to lift the Canon Hamilton and bring him away out the Tulla Road, out towards Feakle, out towards all the areas of the parish. And I'd say a good night in store, as we say, for the next couple of weeks. There's Munster Club to come, but judging by Darragh O'Donovan's interview, when you win one after a while, or I don't know how much Munster Club plays on your mind, but anyway, if you haven't seen that, look it up. It's a good one, in fairness. Colin Flynn has the ball for Sixmilebridge. Sixmilebridge, and gives it back to Derek Fahey. So it's going to be a line ball here just underneath us again. The clock counting down all the time. 1 minute of the additional time to go. And, well, Feakle, as you say, absolutely full value for it. Line ball taken by Colin Flynn. Down the line it goes. Again, holding it up. Stevie Conway, Alex Morey, Cayman Morey all inside around there trying to get on it. And who comes away with it? Only Con Smith, the man that was above in Croke Park. Deals it off down the shoulder. On towards Owen McGann. Once again, Colin Flynn facing his own end line. Does really well. Turns around and picks it up facing the opposite direction. Gets the call across from him from Derek Fahey. Wheels up the field once again to the 45. Looks up. Delivers it down into the corner. Once again, Brian Corrie is the target. That one goes out over the sideline. It's starting to peter out. Full-time whistle, absolutely imminent.
Yeah, look at it. As I said, for Feakle, full value for it. Been fantastic. The Bridge, look at, they just haven't been themselves today, but, credit to Feakle. Feakle have played the game on their terms and they've absolutely drove it home. So look at, it's going to be a great night for them up there, and look at, especially for some of those lads that are playing there and their fathers played in their last final, be a fantastic memory for them.
There's one of them away here to our right hand side. I'd say he can barely contain himself at the moment. The mighty Tommy Guilfoyle, the mighty Con Smith is the man that has it right now at the moment for Feakle. Gets the call behind him from Aver. Full time whistle is imminent. Aver Quiddigan with the ball. The 3 minutes of additional time has passed. He's just scutching it away and far and wide as he can. Joe Mullen's whistle is on his lips at the moment. The ball is in the hands of Colin Flynn. Down the line it comes to Shane Golden. Owen McGann goes in and puts in the challenge. Leon Kelly there trying to pick it up. Tommy is behind us. He's celebrating. He's making for the presentation area. This man is absolutely overjoyed. It's Joe Mullins with the free. Well done, Tommy, and well done all the rest of the Feakle lads as well. Joe Mullins says it's going to be a free for Sixmilebridge just to finish out proceedings, but you can just see there what it means.
Oh yeah, look at the subs, the mentors and everyone that they just can't wait to get out on the field. But a fantastic day for Feakle and their club and their community. And look at, I'd say there isn't a person left in Feakle, and obviously for Father Harry, who's listening in, I'd say he's so delighted as well.
He certainly is. The free has been taken quickly. Down the line it comes to the man, as we say, Colin Flynn up now in an attacking position. Gets the hand pass away into the corner. Once again, they're coming around it, flicking it on. Feakle O'Brien out it goes towards Brian Carey. He'll try a dipper from distance, and Aver Quiddigan just tips it over the crossbar because it'll make no difference. Joe Mullins, I think, is going to signal it now very shortly. 117-13 will be the full-time score in the 2024 TUS Senior Hurling Final. The photographers gathering underneath us. There goes the final whistle, and it's Feakle who fall to their knees in absolute, I don't know, what would you call it, ecstasy and joy. They cannot believe what has unfolded here. The scenes are absolutely brilliant. The crowd are starting to come in, and it's Aver Quilligan who's below the goals. He's absolutely mobbed by young lads. Adam Hogan's down there as well at the moment. They're celebrating. It's well deserved. What a championship they've had, and fittingly crowned champions.
Absolutely, Derek. They were full value. And look at, as I said, from start to finish, they played brilliant hurling. And on a day like this, you want to put your best performance out there. But from 1 to 15, their team play, Derek, has been totally selfless. And as I said, to have only 5 wides over the course of the hour is a fantastic credit to them. The Bridge played their part in this final as well, but today belongs to Feakle since 1988, and you can look what it means and look at the kids streaming out here. And what a year in particular for their club number one, but also for their county players. It's the stuff of dreams for them. Full credit and massive congratulations to Feakle, on their victory today, and a fantastic championship.
And as you say, like, for lads that have won the All-Ireland now to have the club medal in the back pocket, like, if you were to sit down in January and write out what would be the dream year, how from a sporting perspective, how much better can it get?
It can't, Derek, and it can't. But look at the guys that have won with their county. They're the guys that they've soldiered with. But this is something that you gain when you start off hurling as an under-6 player. You come to the field, and it's a day like this. Everyone dreams of a day like this. Now Feakle have both of them. They've won intermediates, and now they've won their senior title on top of it. So look at, fantastic for them. There's no doubt a massive week in store for them up there around Peppers and Maloney's and all that go with it. But look at, you can see what it means. And these are days to absolutely cherish, and I've no doubt they will. And
sporting as well. I've just seen Tommy Liddy and Feakle Donlan embracing down there as well. I suppose the Bridge, a brilliant sporting club, as we say, and they know what it means to win a county final, and and they can appreciate, I suppose, the level of performance they met today from Feakle.
Oh, they can. Look at the Bridge played a fantastic year's championship as well, and for when you come and you play Sixmilebridge, you have to play at your very, very best. It has to be a performance above anything else. And today was, and the Bridge, look at, they'll dust themselves down. they'll come back stronger again. And like that, champions don't ever go away. But today belongs to Feakle.
It certainly does. Let's go through the team then and talk about some of those performances. Shane McGrath, outstanding. Ever Critigan, brilliant in the goal. Con Smith, Martin Daly, excellent up front. Stevie Conway, they all played their part. This was a case of leaders on every line.
Absolutely. Con Smith, Ronan O'Connor, fantastic stuff today. Obviously Owen Toohey with 2 great points as well. Shane McGrath, hard to believe this man did not score from play today. So it was absolutely fantastic stuff from them. And it was totally selfless, but their key performers were brilliant. And obviously Packy Daly getting on the score sheet there as well. Owen McGann coming in with a really, really massive score, and his goal was probably the time that Feakle kicked for home.
And Oisin Donlan playing a real captain's role as well. He was everywhere, wasn't he?
Absolutely fantastic. 2 great points. I just love the symmetry between himself and Shane McGrath. But Oisin Donlan today, whether it was hitting long, whether it was hitting short, he helped out his defence at the back. He was able to get on the score sheet. Hit brilliant ball in on top of Martin Daly as well. Just a really, really good performance from him today.
Your Patrick Burke menswear man of the match for the 2024 2 Senior Hurling Final?
I'm going to go with Oisin Donlan today. I thought he was fantastic, from start to finish. 2 points on the board. But the work that the guy did coming back to field, I thought was absolutely fantastic. The score at the end that he got, with that pass to McGrath. But he did so much selfless hurling. I thought the passing, the ability to put his teammates in good position. Today, my man of the match was Oisin Donlan.
The captain will be lifting Canon Hamilton. He'll also be collecting his Patrick Burke menswear voucher as well, as he picks up our man of the match award here in the 2 Senior Hurling Final. Victory then for Feakle on a full-time score of 117 to 13 points to bring Canon Hamilton home for the first time since 1988. What a week, and I can see it outside, lads, being absolutely hoisted shoulder high, and they'll keep doing that for quite some time. My thanks to Andrew here on analysis, to all the Clare GATV crew, to Brian and the gang back at base, and a special word of thanks and congratulations as well to our commentary sponsors, Pepper's Bar and Restaurant in Feakle. Lads, it's going to be busy, and why not? Enjoy it. Feakle are the 2024 2 Senior Hurling Champions. Slán from Páirc Uis Óg.
here before the main event. First of all, thank you to both teams for a great sporting game in tough conditions. Rain came down there during it. Underfoot it was difficult, but both teams gave us a fantastic exhibition of hurling, and so thanks to both teams for that. One of those was the man here beside me, Shane McGrath. So Shane has been outstanding all year, top scorer in the championship, and he added to his tally today to easily take the trophy for top scorer. And Christy Ryan, on behalf of Martin Donnelly, will present the top scorer for the 2024 championship to Shane McGrath Feakle. Just waiting for the other Feakle lads to get up. Oh, I think, yeah. A man I see coming up here was who we picked. So Toos, Jimmy Brown from Toos is here, and we picked who we thought was the man of the match. And there was 20 contenders on this fine Feakle team in attack, in midfield, and in defence. But the man we thought deserved the honour today is Ronan O'Connor. I called Jimmy Brown here to present the trophy to Ronan. Take it there. Jimmy. Well done, Rock. Mentioning Toos and Jimmy there, Jimmy Brown, I'd just like to acknowledge and thank Toos Midwest, Shannon Midwest, for sponsoring our championships, senior hurling, senior football, intermediate hurling and football. Great sponsors. They're signed up for a 3-year partnership. This is the second year of it, so thanks to Toos for their support of our championship. To our ground staff here, they were here this morning at 8:30 after yesterday's 2 games in the rain, and they prepared the ground as well as was possible for the conditions we had. So thanks to our facilities manager David Hoey, to Stephen McDunn here, and particular thanks to Ambrose Hagney, our safety and facilities officer. There's an awful lot of work here, and thanks Ambrose for all you've done this week to try and get the place as good as possible, and for your help out on the day. Thanks Ambrose. To our referee, Joe Mullins, to his linesmen, Aaron, and who was on the other side? Aaron Hogg and the other linesman, I'll think of it in a minute. And John Bugler, sorry, he was on the far side. To all our officials, Owen O'Leary, I think, was our 4th official today, and the umpires. Thanks, lads, for taking charge of the game, and well done on the year you've given us. To Sixmilebridge, hard luck, lads. You've back into a final, and usually when you get there you win one. It wasn't to be today. You come up against a very hungry team, a team that's been waiting around a long time. So well done to Sixmilebridge, and I know we'll see you back here before long again. But finally to Feakle, I know it's 3,000 years since he collected this famous trophy, and I won't keep you any longer. Well done to you as a club, to a team. You played out of your skins today, and you made sure you weren't leaving without the Canon Hamilton. So without further ado, I'd like to present the Canon Hamilton to Oisin Donlan, captain of Feakle, champions 2024. On down on Corn Shaglocker, Fairn, on Eagle! First of all, I just want to say what a privilege it is to accept this cup on behalf of an unbelievable group of players and management. For a lot of us, this has been 20 plus years of a lot of heartache and a lot of work. And I'm just delighted today that we finally got over the line. The commitment and dedication shown all year was absolutely unbelievable. The sacrifices that lads have made. To the county board,
Just want to say thanks very much for running off the competition and for the use of Carlohan over the last couple of weeks. Great to have the facilities open for smaller clubs. To the grounds people here in Cusack Park, just want to commend you on the condition of the pitch. Like, weather's been awful the last few weeks and a lot of games played, so well done. To Joe Mullins and his officials, I want to commend you on what a good job you done today. Very physical game and thought you let it go as much as you could. Thanks, Joe. To the bridge, I suppose over the last 10-15 years, you've set the mark in Clare hurling. I suppose you're a team that we respect and admire for your drive and hunger every single year. We know coming out today was going to be a real tough physical battle, and that's exactly what it was. Round of applause for the bridge. It's a massive thanks to our sponsor as well, Pádraig Gallagher. I know he was happy the game was put back a week. To our medical team, just want to thank Sorka for coming on board this year. She's kept a few of the older lads as fit as she could, I suppose. To our nurse Breed, I suppose ever since I started hurling 11, 12 years ago for Feakle, I don't think you've missed a game. I just want to thank you for all that time and dedication you've given to Feakle hurling. To our management team, Donny, Stevie, John, Dermot, Kieran and manager Ger. What can I say? The last 2 years you've been absolutely incredible. Incredible. The time and sacrifices that you've given us is unbelievable. I suppose you've helped us develop into a new team. After every game there was loads of video analysis done. That's why I thank you so much for everything you've done for us over the last 2 years. Finally, to the people of Feakle, you've been with us in the good days and the bad days. Your generosity in sport over the last few weeks has been absolutely incredible. Driving through the parish and seeing bunting and flags outside every single house, you don't know what it means to us. Now, I suppose enough of this talking. 36 is a long time to wait. We'll have one hell of a party up the village. A massive piece of cake compared to a speech. Thank you very much. Oh yes, very good. Yeah. Weekend. Yeah, excellent. The week about jerseys and stuff. Weekend. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Oh, he's out there trying somewhere. I say. Yeah.
Look, it's great. It's great for a small club. This is, this is massive for them now. Massive for Hurling. Around Clare up and Tulla and all that as well. Because it allows the message spread. Gives everybody energy for next year. It does.
With Joe Mullins, just getting the picture taken as we look over again to the far side of the ground. I think what you're going to have here, Andrew, is a rocking atmosphere now. While East Clare can be fairly tribal at times, one of their own are here now. It's a fairy tale story. 88, Vel, Tommy, all the crew, like it's centre, and Matthew O'Halloran will be on the other wing. I don't think that's going to be the starting lineup, or maybe it will. Tommy and Stefan will have all the tricks up the sleeve, no doubt about it. And of course, the management team from Feakle, led by one of their greats in the form of Ger Conway here on Callanan. They're
Picked up Brian Curry and Oisin Clune on Davy Kennedy. There look to be the switches at the minute.
Ball is in. Joe Mullins has got the 2024-2 Senior Hurling Final underway. Craven Clare 2024 printed on the pitch between the two 65-metre lines, and the ball hanging around. Could be an early opportunity here for Oisin O'Connor. Great save, Derek Fahey. Where's the follow-up going to go? The ball is right on the 13-metre line. O'Connor's inside there as well. Great save from Derek Fahey from the initial opportunity. Trying to put in the hit. They're all working deep back there. These ruck balls that we spoke about. It's Martin Daly that comes away with it for the Feakle men again in along the inline. What a challenge there from Barry Fitzpatrick's impressions here in the Park Isog this afternoon. Ball still not moving. Joe Mullins put the hands up to the eyes. Now it's out here to Shane McGrath. Gives it to Owen Toohey from 60 metres out. He splits this near sideline, looking at the Aldi end here of Park Isog, striking it left-handed. We have a great view of the trajectory on this, and it is absolutely spot on the money.
It'll do now.
Quilligan launches this ball right down in the direction there of Daly, and Stevie Conway's hanging around there as well. Great paw up into the air that's taken down by Martin Daly, and it's
Full back line under that, much pressure.
puck out going long. It eventually squirms through to Brian Curry again. Underfoot conditions proving nice and tricky, and because of that he just took a little bit too much out of the ball in Park Isog. Peppers Bar and Restaurant, our commentary sponsors. We'll also have our Patrick Burke menswear man of the match selection by Andrew a little bit later on. Shane McGrath will surely feature in that, and he's got his
For the Bridge now, probably just need to get a little bit of energy into their game to see can they break down this play a little bit more.
brilliant puck out from Derek Fahey down here to Larkin Fitzpatrick, but just stepped out. Connor Deasy right hand side of the pitch. Great challenge put in there by Con Smith, just fumbling the ball as he tries to pick it up, but in fairness that is brilliant work rate there from Deasy, and it'll slap at the Hurley off the point of view, bringing it up that far side of the ground, and Con Smith has to go in to try and tidy things up once again, striking from the far sideline. The hands go up in the air to see the follow of the ball, but it's Derek Fahey revs up here to the 21-metre line and lashes it away down the pitch. Oh, Brian Curry handling absolutely exceptional. Finish over the shoulder. That is a score of real
Particular, get that ball shot. They can hurt you so bad. Very, very good score from Brian Curry.
Killian Ban now has seen enough. He's decided to drive forward from the right corner back position. Has a shot at the post. Sent it over there with him is Shane Golden. McGrath again, though, a lovely angle ball. It's a dangerous ball. Lovely touch from Martin Daly. Could it be the goal? Oh, brilliant save, Fahey once again. Stevie Conway, they were all lurking around it. What did we say? Feakle lead, 4 points to 2. Derek Fahey with the free from his own 21. It's below the other 21 right now. It's gone a bit further indeed as well. Breaking ball coming down. Brian Curry trying. David Kennedy. Oh, brilliant save at his near post from Ever Quilligan. But where's the break going to go? The ruck develops right in front of the umpire, and it is again just mired here. The probably the heaviest part of the pitch actually is right now where the ball is, but it's in the hands of Ron O'Connor. Out here to Owen Toohey. Brilliant block down by Jamie Shanahan.
Great block there as well from Jamie Shanahan.
Line ball to be taken short into the hands of Shane McGrath. Pops it back here to Oisin Donnan from a very tight angle. There's a gorgeous trajectory on that one. Quarterback roll anywhere between the 65 and 45 metre lines. Again, puck out here to this near side of the pitch, trying to come onto it there at the moment. That was a chop, wasn't it? Yeah, right, you could hear it here right underneath. It certainly was. That mist now has started to descend here on Cusack Park. We can see a few umbrellas going up in the terrace. We can also see the ball flying straight between the posts at that end of the field. That's starting to open up. He's on the 21. Stevie still goes through. The ball just goes to the ground. Now the goal chance is gone. Can he pinch the point? He does. It opened up in front of him, and in fairness, the 1 metre line very, very close to the sideline. Now plays it all the way across. That's a brilliant ball to open up the defence. Out to goes towards Shane Golden, and he pinches the point, and one that the bridge on his back because he's destroyed with the dirt here underneath us from he went on that last sliding tackle. Angle ball across. Paddy Fitz versus Shane McGrath. That is certainly a mismatch in terms of height and physicality, but you would imagine slightly inside that right hand upright. It'll trade across then to the left. So Shane McGrath, his side currently leading by 7 points to 3. He does exactly that. The radar with this man stood in towards the danger man there. Touchdown by Kennedy to Curry. He's got a man steaming off the shoulder. That man is Matthew O'Halloran, and Matthew O'Halloran's the 21 metre line, and he was hooked. Brilliant.
Good game. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to isolate him in there. You can see a lot of ball going towards him. They just need to get themselves into the match now.
Larkin Fitzpatrick trying to do that with a shot from distance.
Really economical here, and Stevie Conway on the ball.
Yeah,
goal now.
to break clear from the tackle, pops it over the top. Oisin O'Connor is in. Can he get the finish? He's pulled back. It's gone wide. But we're pulled the trigger. That's what has led to the penalty. McGrath versus Fahey. Feakle versus the Bridge. Brilliant save from Derek Fahey, and he flicks the ball clear as well up over the head. Outstanding to the danger zone. Right behind him it goes. Ever Quilligan has to be alert. Out he comes. Ball squirms across the line and just flicked out by Shane. There by Oisin Clooney. Has the ball. Kicks in along to the 13 metre line. Gets it back here to Brian Curry. Goes into contact. Flicks it back to Kennedy once again. Great move. Great score. Brilliant from Sixmilebridge.
Freeze. They're trying to create the overlap. I've been really impressed with the build-up play from Feakle today, Derek. It's been fantastic for them.
Alex Morey usually bang on with the frees, and once again he is. Out to Alex Morey, who was dropped back to make way for Cayman in that forward line. Killian Ban cuts a beautiful ball in towards Daly. Barry Fitzpatrick, that is outstanding full back play from the man with the yellow helmet. Patrick Daly whips on it first time. Down it comes between the brilliant duo of Shane McGrath and Shane O'Murray. McGrath, the hand pass exceptional. Patrick Daly, the finish, bang on. Off he goes, little brick flick out to Oisin Donnan, lovely hands, plays the 1-2. Steady goes in towards Stevie Conway. Down the central channel, shortens the grip and just lobs the ball over the bar.
So good on the ball, coming right up through the middle. Easy hand passes, and Derek, more importantly, playing the conditions.
Being slapped, ball thrown in, second half back underway. 30 minutes to decide where Canon Hamilton will winter for 2024, and immediately there's a free one for Feakle and a fifth underdog. Doon winning the first ever Limerick senior hurling title last evening, and Kilkenny in Dublin saw fairy tale stories as well. We watched Shane McGrath's ball flying off the stick, and good work from Owen Daly just to bring it clear. But again, absolute persistence paying off. Shot from over the shoulder, it's dropping in right on top of Eibhear Quilligan, who takes it down from underneath down the line once again, looking for Brian Curry right on that far touchline. Again, just loses the footing. Ball when he has stayed for Sixmilebridge. It's going to be Alex Morey to take it, far side the ground, just in from the sideline. Thankfully, Brian back up onto his feet. Alex with the free. And that has gone straight between the posts as well. Dummy wheels around into a little bit of space, just flicks the wrists inside, looking for Daly once again. Was he taken to ground? Play goes on. Oisin O'Connor just couldn't get the pick up. If he had, he was gone clean.
On into the inside line, but again, following him is obviously Shane O'Murray.
Stevie Conway was the intended target for that puck out, and it might still go his way. It does. He's trying to break through the cover. He has the advantage. Great work for Holt as well. 50 or so metres out from the post. Looking at the goal at the old scoreboard end here of Páirc Kissogue, striking the ball. Usually it's the same reply, and he certainly has done that. Seemed to evade everybody in the sunshine. Stevie Conway goes to pick it up, and he has it first time. In along it goes. Stevie Conway from the angle. That's saved again by Derek Fahey. Cutting in along on the angle. McGrath once again just taking his time, steadying down, shoulder lined up with the black spot as he comes to strike that ball once again and jogs away happily after it as he 24, and we are doing so with Feakle leading here on a scoreline of 13 points to 7. Derek Fahey dicing with the ball inside in the goal and has to hand pass it away out. He won't be thanked by Colin Flynn for that one. He had a lot of work to do and he's done it well, but out over the sideline. He has hit the flag, so that's out over the sideline. Tommy Liddy is that with the underfoot conditions close to your own goal. You wouldn't be thanking the Heart for that one, but Feakle have certainly carried the ball clear. Away up the field they come once again. A hit put in there on Con Smith.
For that now maybe, and they need to kind of just build on that, because great take from Jamie Shanahan.
Oh, brilliant hands in the air from the captain trying to drive his team forward. The shot though is off target. Right out your direction as we watch Eibhear Quilligan dropping the ball away down onto the 21 metre line. Martin Daly comes out to try and win it. It breaks in behind. Lovely first touch there, and it is coming in. Owen McGann from the angle, and there's the goal, and you can't say it.
But Owen McGann, as I said there, he's very, very direct player. Great touch. Young player coming into their team. What an impact there. And Feakle have their tails up now and they're the best team in it.
Killian Ban, ball turned over though. It's Cayman Morey brought to ground, free in, chance for them to.
And as I said, their long ball coming down, that has caused trouble all day. And for once, Derek Fahey was beaten, absolute rocket of a shot from Owen McGann too.
And the free from a flick there from Ronan O'Connor. Lovely ball delivered inside once again. Martin Daly on a 1v1 with Barry Fitzpatrick. Derek Fahey comes out to offer the support, but it's Barry Fitzpatrick barrelling clear and foul.
Going to have to go, probably push up on him because he's given some fantastic passes.
They're going looking for those scores. Shane Golden has got his first of the afternoon, just standing off the NOS button. Off he goes, ball on the hurley, and the gaps appear as he still goes. Ronan O'Connor comes across to try and hook him. Was it enough to put him off? It looks like it was. It just goes. And Brian Curry is the target. Once again, the handling is exceptional. Far side of the ground. He's trying to burn off the challenge. He's standing on the sideline striking this, and he's put it over. That's a really, really... The hurley hasn't caught it yet. Now he takes it into the hand, looks up, strikes it, but it's again, and is it going to drop? And how old inside? It certainly is. This could be a chance for Mulready. Can he get the angle on the shot? Trying to wheel back around. Alan Mulready gets the hand pass across towards Brian Curry. Killian Ban tidying it up, and Adam Hogan comes from Ronan O'Connor, driving past the 65 metre line. If Feakle get a score from this, it would lift everybody from East Clare in the crowd, but the ball has been touched on the floor. Golden looks like he'll be the first to get it, and he is. Gets it up and takes on the challenge. Now gets the hand pass away out to the far side of the pitch to Jamie Shanahan. Stands on ceremony and sends sends the ball over the bar. It's Offred ball. Paddy Fitz should be inside underneath this. He swings on that on the ground first time with Martin Daly, and loose enough swing there on. It was Colin Flynn coming out bravely for the ball and throws the ball in. It hops off the knee of someone there. I don't think the Hurleys were the cause of that one going anywhere. Paddy Fitzpatrick has the ball. Did he touch it on the ground? He did. Well spotted by Joe Mullins in fairness. 5. This could push it back out to 6 once again. Shane McGrath putting 2 hands now on that top scorer award, it would appear, as he hits this ball goalwards once again. It flies over the net, over the wall, and ball into space now for Cayman Murray to work with. He's on the 65-metre line, sets the feet, sends it goalwards, and just drops the head because the ball goes left and wide. It stays 114. Feakle. Look at that puck out from Eibhear Quilligan right onto the hurley of Shane McGrath. Brings it across to Oisín Donlan. Oisín Donlan sends the ball high up into the air and straight between the posts. At 5 to play, you're 115 to 11 down.
They've got to get it back, Derek, to definitely potentially that 2-score game, you know, and they have to kind of just chip away into the lead, but they have to be so weak.
Ball into his hand, dinks it over the top. Shane O'Morey takes it on. He's very wide on this one though. Good challenge from Con Smith, gets it back. Shane with the strike. Oh, Eibhear Quilligan. Top class Eibhear Quilligan. What a save. Castle, none of that bothering Shane McGrath right now, as he has this free just shy of his own 45-metre line, striking it. It'll have plenty of distance. How was the accuracy? Oh my word. Loses the footing a little bit, but gets a support runner off the shoulder. They have been absolutely magnificent all day long. Are they starting to put the cherry on top? Is that another one added to it? It is. An attacking position, gets the hand pass away into the corner once again. They're coming around it, flicking it on. Feakle O'Brien out it goes towards Brian Carey. He'll try a dipper from distance, and Eibhear Quilligan just tips it over. The photographers gathering underneath us. There goes the final whistle, and it's Feakle who fall to their knees in absolute, I don't know, what would you call it, ecstasy and joy. They cannot believe what has unfolded here. The scenes are absolutely brilliant. The crowd are starting to come in, and it's Eibhear Quilligan who's been...
Derek has been totally selfless, and as I said, to have only 5 wides over the course of the hour is a fantastic credit to them. The Bridge played their part in this final as well, but today, but also for their county players, it's the stuff of dreams for them. Full credit and massive congratulations to Feakle, you know, on their victory today, and a fantastic championship.
And as you say, like,
but, you know, look, you can see